All righty. The gloves are coming off. The gloves are coming off, y'all. We got to talk about it, man. Auston Holleman has messaged me once again, and it's getting kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We're gonna wait for a few people to come in, and we're gonna have to talk about this, man. It's getting kind of weird. Like I said, the gloves are coming off one by one. You know, day by day, this brother messages me and never wants to do the actual video. It's just gotten very weird. And we have a lot to talk about, most definitely. So I'll wait for a few people to come in and then we'll just jump straight into it. Shout out to Calvin, by the way. Calvin Jester, he actually sent me $20 on Super Chat, excuse me, on Cash App. Shout out to Calvin Jester. And he says he's ready to go. Shout out to you, brother. Salute for all the support. Salute, Danny. What's going on, brother? Send a Super Chat, show some love. And if not, just like the video. That's all I can really ask for, man. But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, guys. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, most definitely. I guess Auston Holleman has decided he wants war. And we are not a runner. So war you shall have, brother. Like I said, we'll wait for a few people to come in and then we'll go ahead and jump straight into the topic. And this is not clickbait. You guys know I don't do clickbait over here. You guys know we only keep it raw and real. You know, we might exaggerate a little bit. We might, have fun here and there, but all these mosquitoes, excuse me, guys, for these stupid mosquitoes. I switched apartments, beautiful apartment, but there's mosquitoes like literally all throughout the place. Or this is just maybe the same one that's just harassing me for like the past 2 hours. I haven't just caught it, but if y'all see me just, yeah, I got to get to it. So I see we have a few people here. So yeah, Auston Holleman decided to reach back out to me. And I told you guys on the last live stream, Austin wasn't there for that. So I said, you know what? I think it's best that me and Austin, we kind of just go our separate ways when it comes to being any type of cool or cordial. And the reason I say that is because it shouldn't be that hard to reach out to your brother or to reach out to a man that you said that, hey, I'd like to have a conversation with you. That man responds, which is me. I respond to Austin. I say, hey, yeah, no problem. Let's do the conversation. Let's go ahead and have it on video. So the audience, because I was trying to get you guys involved. I'm like, let's have it on video so the audience can ask questions as well, because I'm not too heavily invested into your relationship like that. As a lot of you guys know, I clearly just do this for content. But as it pertains to the man versus man, situation, that's the only concerning part for me, because I'm like, well, Austin, how many times are you going to tell me you're going to do something, then you don't do it? That's very weird, because me as a man, I don't operate like that. If I tell somebody I'm going to do something, I'm just going to do it. I'm never somebody that's like, kind of like, oh, my bad, didn't see your message, or, oh, no, well, it's just very weird. And it's kind of giving a feminine energy. I'm not going to lie. It's very weird. I constantly am contemplating, like, are we grown men or are we children? Like, what's going on here? Because I know I'm a man, so I'm wondering what you are, because this is the second time that you've said that you want to have the conversation, yet you do not respond. And then you go back on your Instagram, you make these posts, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I mean, you said you wanted the conversation, brother. This is very weird. You said that you wanted the conversation with me. So it's just giving some weird energy, guys. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. See, we have some people coming in. Come on in, show some love, show some support, y'all. Yeah, it's just getting kind of weird, man. So let me give you guys like a quick rundown of everything that's happened. And if you're new here, shout out to you for being here and being present. So basically, let's rewind a little bit. So about a week ago, Auston Holleman, he messaged me. As you guys know, me and Auston Holleman, we've done some videos together. We were cordial brothers at some point. I considered him to be a good brother. We did some videos. Fast forward some years later, I started doing some content talking about just, analyzing his relationship dynamic. I always thought it was kind of weird that, he's been putting his woman on camera, but for 7 months, I didn't really say anything. I just kind of watched from a distance, not too much, maybe like one or two videos in 7 months time span. But over these past weeks, maybe 2 weeks, I just been kind of like analyzing his content. And I just noticed something that, you know what? You are really putting your woman on camera, and that's not healthy for any woman's mental health. And I constantly think if we're men that are traveling men, geomaxing, passport bros, whatever, we're going to get away from the BS that we're used to back home. Whether you're geomaxing for money and you're trying to get away from the horrible housing prices, you're trying to get away from the horrible ratchet behavior from some of the ladies inside of America or Western countries, we're trying to upgrade. So I analyzed the videos and I was like, why does this guy put his woman on camera like this? And now to give her her own channel, that seems to be progressing in the wrong direction if you're looking for a healthy, real legacy like relationship, you know? So Austin, he decides to reach out to me, and we're just doing the recap real quick so you guys can understand how we're back into another situation where Austin has reached out to me once again. And he reaches out to me. He says, "Hey, man, let me actually pull up the message for you guys. Actually, I want to get the message on point. One second. Let me get the message for you guys real quick. I need to go to my Instagram. Boom, here we go. So Austin, he messages me and he sends me this audio. Bro, give me a call whenever you get up. I'm just up right now. I'm up all day. I've been up all night. Just fine. Hey man, let me actually pull up the message for you guys. All right, actually, I want to get the message on point. One second. Excuse me, guys. That was my audio from the live stream. My bad. But you guys can kind of hear what's going on, right? So you guys can kind of see what's happening here. Um, so yeah, I said, basically in that voice message, because I do feel like it's a bit feminine to share a message that a man has given you, or just a woman. I'm not like really a gossip dude like that, so just feel like playing his whole entire message. I don't know if he wants everything heard, but sometimes I'm even thinking to myself, well, if you have no respect for me, I shouldn't be respecting you because you're not respecting my time or, any type of effort that I'm, making to try to get your side of your story, et cetera, et cetera. But regardless, some men are going to be them. That's a lesson that we all have to learn in life as men. And it's our, jurisdiction to decide if we want to go low with them or we're just going to be the higher or the better or greater man. So in this situation, Austin, he goes ahead, sends me this voicemail, this voice note. I said, got you. I called him up immediately. Uh, I called him again and again to no response. I said, how odd. You literally reached out to me and now you're not answering. I seen him for about like that whole entire week. He was posting online, going on Instagram, even kind of saying little stuff that I thought, damn, might be even targeted at me. But I said, let me not be like that. Again, I'm not a dramatic man. I like proof. I like things scientific. We over here, we preach raw versus law. Law is what they teach us and, the fake morals that they've given this world. And raw is the raw biology and science of the world. I go on this path more than I go on the law path. Biology and science is most important. So I need proof for certain things to know if I'm really getting somebody sending like real shots at me. So, anyways, I messaged him. I said, I'll call in, I told him, like I just told you guys, I don't have too many thoughts on you guys' relationships personally, besides you putting her on camera. But it'd be dope if you called in and I played a mediator with you in the Passport Bros audience. So, boom. Fast forward then, I say, what's up, brother? Wanted to reach out one more time regarding your message. Let me know because you reached out to me. He doesn't respond. Yet I see him online 24/7. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I'm not watching his lives, but I'm like, damn, it's kind of wild that, he's keeps coming online. He's on Instagram live. I mean, bro, you literally hit me up on Instagram. So I know you're seeing the message. It's kind of wild. So I said, no problem. I made the live stream. I told you guys exactly what it is. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna really be hitting up Austin no more. There's no reason to go ahead and do that anymore, given the fact that Austin, he's not reaching back out. I've reached out to Austin previously too. After we've done our videos together, I reached out to him and I let him know. I said, "Hey, man, um, I got some ladies. I just finished a podcast. I thought maybe he would want to put the ladies on his camera, because he does do Passport Bros content to some extent, right? So I said, let me go ahead and see if he wants to do that, just as because I'm a friend helping out another friend, right? Then I also tried to assist him because I did something inside of it's like a foster care group home for underprivileged youth inside of a certain country that I knew Austin was in. I didn't record this, but I do know Austin likes to put certain things on camera. Any type of philanthropy I do, typically it's off camera. I did used to do it on camera, but it made me feel awkward. And I started saying, you know what? I'd rather just do it in silence. No problem. I won't get the credit, but I'll do it in silence. No problem at all. But I knew Austin, he put certain things like this on camera. So I reached out to him on that. I said, hey, bro, I got something going on over here, no response for that. So after so many no responses, I just kind of stopped reaching out, start making these little videos and stuff like that. So fast forward to yesterday, Austin messages me out of the blue as I was shooting some other content too, which is pretty wild because, as we can see, like, man, it's like Austin content, Austin content, Austin content, but it's like, bro, you're reaching out to me. It's like, I gotta react to it. I'm doing content. So, this is one of those things where you just gotta react to it. There's lots of other content that I have posted, but we have to keep going over these Austin topics because the brother's reaching out. So he says, finally almost got that stupid mosquito. I'm gonna get that damn mosquito. He says yesterday, what's good? I can come on. I said time because, and I thought to myself too, I said, let me not respond back to this dude because I already said, let's just be cordial. I'm not going to reach out no more, try to consider you as a brother or a homie, nothing like that. You'll just be considered as I consider everyone else, just a regular person. So I've reached out, I responded to him, not reached out, but I said, time, question mark. No long messages, no trying to over explain it. Hey, bro, you good, man? Is everything fine? Nah, I don't care about all that really, because we're not brothers like I thought we were originally, especially since we've had our time traveling. So I said, nah, clearly this isn't something that I need to, you know, uh, pester on. So I said, time, question mark. He says, what day? I said, today at 8 p.m. So I gave him until 8. I see he posted online again many, many times on his Instagram. Even right now, I can even look at the online post. He made a post. Yeah, he's making posts on, like, anyways, he's clearly online, is what I'm trying to say to you guys here. So he's clearly online, is what I'm trying to say to you guys here. So again, he's ducking me, and now I'm starting to think like, damn, brother, is it war that you want? Like, what is this? Because I'm like, damn, you see, it's almost like you're playing some goofy childlike game with me, and I'm really, what's going through my mind, right? If you guys want to know, like, what's my kind of headspace when it comes to just, speaking with the brother, is that I'm almost thinking that, like, a lot of people have accused him of things and, not just his connections with Floyd, but, the fact that he's doing many different types of scams and stuff. And it started to occur to me. I said, maybe I just don't know this Austin. Maybe I don't know this version of Austin, the Austin that I was cool with, the Austin that we was homies and stuff. That was the Austin that, seemed to be even a little bit pro-black to some extent. Like, he seemed like he was pro-melanation, to some extent. But I don't know if that was just a facade the whole time, because I'm me everywhere I go. I stay raw and real. But for some people, I notice when they're around me, they might try to covertly, be somebody else to fit into, what makes sense, for my life, but maybe it doesn't make sense to theirs. Women do this quite often around me. A lot of women, they try to come around me and act like they're, holier than thou, because they know that's the type of women I'm into. So sometimes you'll even notice that with dudes. So I start thinking to myself, I said, damn, maybe this is a different version of Austin than the one that I was cool with earlier. And I said, maybe I need to go ahead and investigate some of these accusations that people have been saying, because they've had a lot of accusations, and some of them I'm not even going to get into, right? I'm not going to get into, some of the stuff that they were saying is very perverted stuff. Some stuff is getting, I don't want to, some of the stuff gets really deep, right? We're going to go over the stuff that we can go over. If y'all want to call in and talk about anything, y'all can call in and talk about that. I'm going to put the call in link right here. If y'all want y'all comments read, send in a super chat. We ain't even doing that tonight. But yeah, so you guys can call in. If you guys have your own thoughts and theories about the brother, go ahead and mention that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm open ear to anything, but certain things I'm like, damn, I have a good radar for. I don't think he would do these type of things, but so many people have been telling me, like, man, it's just really weird. I mean, you say he's your homie and stuff, but I mean, he's out here, trying to get $50,000 or something like that for a school or something. I'm like, wow, that really sounds like some Umar shit. But maybe he's really trying. Me being a melanated man, I constantly try to look for the best in my people. But I do understand that since we're in such a system of of evil and it's almost alien, like it's almost out of this world demonic behavior that has been pressed upon us black people. Sometimes I understand that black people can get caught in the mix and they might start doing stupid things as well, but you really try to look out for your melanated brothers and be like, damn, I hope they're not doing that crazy shit that all these people is accusing them of doing. They've said that he's using Z for certain content and all types of different ish. So um let's dive into some of his, accusations. Let's go ahead and just look through the stuff. As I told you guys, I don't look at Austin as a brother like that no more. I mean, he's still a brother technically because we're both melanated, but at the same time, I can't really consider him as a homie or anything like that. He just more like a dude that I used to know, some shit like that. Let's just call it like that. So let me go through some of these comments real quick. Shout out to Calvin. Calvin actually hit me on the Cash App. Really, he's the only one I should be reading because he's a great supporter of the channel. I mean, any type of topics, Calvin is always there. Sending $20 on the Cash App. $ Traveltriberaw on Cash App. Show some love. Why you bullying Austin? Hilarious. Because we definitely know I'm not bullying. If anybody's getting bullied, I'm damn near getting bullied in this situation because my time has been wasted tremendously. Let's go through some of this stuff. Somebody big says, I stopped watching Austin after he became a sellout conservative for money. I mean, some of his things that he says is very odd sometimes. I'm not going to lie. And we have many more comments coming in here. I do see we have somebody that has called into the show. His name is Independence. What's going on, Independence?
Hello. Do you mind if I keep the camera off? It's getting a bit dark over here.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. If you could just refrain from any type of curse words. I mean, damn shit is okay, but the big ones, the P word, for youth and stuff
Yeah,
like that, we can refrain from those.
yeah, that's fine, no problem.
Oh
Yeah,
shoot.
so it's kind of crazy. I never thought I'd be commenting on this. So I guess I'm one of the OG passport bros. I've been passport bro before passport bro was even a word.
Mm,
Um, and I actually went to South Africa about 7 years ago. My partner is South African, and we've got 3 kids together. So I guess I would be like a success story for some people who want to do this.
mm,
And I've been watching Austin Holleman, more because there's not a lot of us, man. There really isn't. I don't meet a lot of young black men traveling around. I'm in Brazil now, and it's rare. So it's nice to see someone on YouTube promoting what he's doing. As he's not perfect, but he's putting himself out there. And I guess what I wanted to say to you is, dude deserves some grace, man. He's putting his life out there for everyone to see. And as much as we can criticize him, we've got to give him some grace for being public and saying, hey, this is me. Because on my journeys I made mistakes. you know and I didn't put myself out there like that, so I guess I appreciate him for what he's doing. And he needs some grace, bro. I think you're going hard.
All right. Now, honest opinion, I see that you're here. Just give me 1 second to address this guy, Independence, comments real quick. Now, Independence, let me ask you this question. As a man, what type of man are you
In what terms?
in terms of a man? The male species. What kind of male are you? Are you just a male, just the definition of a male? Or are you like an actual man, someone who stands on principle? You have
Oh,
morality.
okay.
You
Okay, yeah,
have
I've got principles that I
motive.
stand on. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So you did mention that I'm going a bit hard on Austin. Let me ask you a
mm,
question. Somebody
mm,
messages you, a man, right? Not a mouse, not a male. I'm guessing if you respect Austin, you respect him to be a man. Somebody messages you repeatedly, says that they would
mm.
like to speak with you, yet every time you message them back, they ignore you. It's almost like they're playing some kind of game. Now, it's my understanding that as men, we can play games. There's no problem with games. A lot of us like to play sports, all that type of stuff. But wasting another man's time kind of game, and then you're, maybe talking about, the person that you originally said you wanted to speak with, maybe on different posts or maybe on different videos, does that seem masculine or manly to you?
Nah, definitely not. It's
Right.
not. No, it's not.
Right. So when you say I'm going hard on him, I mean, what exactly is the issue with me going hard on somebody that is clearly not operating as a man should? If you constantly reach out and you say that you would like to speak with somebody, then you should get to it. This has been a repeated thing. I don't know how many videos you've seen, but he's repeatedly reached out to me now to let me know that he would like to speak with me. I address him. I say, hey, let's go ahead and speak on it. He goes ahead, goes on his Instagram, starts making posts, and I'm like, damn, what's going on? That's not manly. If I tell you, Independence, that I will speak with you, I will speak with you. That's what we'll do. I won't just keep, ghosting you or playing some kind of silly little game. Even some people in the comments here, they're agreeing that, man, he's playing some kind of foolish game with you, bro. Like it's a waste of time. Why would a man do something like this, Independence?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going back to what I was saying earlier. None of us are perfect, man. I can say that I've done things that I look back at now because he's younger than me. I think he's what, 20 something, 27, right? I've done things at that age that I look back at now that weren't manly. Um, and that's what I mean. Like, give him grace and move on, bro. I've only started watching you recently, so I don't know your history. I've seen some of your stuff.
Well,
I like some of
let
your
me
stuff.
tell you what kind of man I am. I'm a man of
Mm,
principle. You just started
mm,
watching me recently, so maybe you don't understand how I operate. I operate with a theory of raw versus law. This is a belief system to where it is as you have the raw side of life that is biology and backed by science, and then you have the part
mm,
where it's law and it's, what the government may tell you is right and that's true. Your definition, it seems to be as a man, you believe that, oh, just give somebody grace, because,
mm.
oh, this guy, he's 26 years old. See, I would say that's what the law tells us to do. Oh, this person's young, they're a young man, just give them grace, just give them grace. But I'm here to talk about raw biology. If you do something to the American government and you're a young man, they're not going to say, oh, let's give him grace, let's give him grace. They're going to punish you to the highest extent because you're a man. So the raw side of life tells me that life is very cruel for real men. Now, if you want to believe what maybe they'll tell you, oh, it's okay, he's a young man and stuff like that. That's what they want you to believe. Oh, young men should be able to make all these mistakes, da da da. No, no. As a man, you're supposed to live a serious life. I live a very serious life. I joke around a lot. I have a lot of fun, but I live a serious life. If I tell a man I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So I'm not, happy to hear that you're somebody that says, oh, just give somebody grace, even though they're time wasting. And they're not a man that stands on principle or a man that stands on business. But let me let honest opinion come in. I know I said honest opinion would be able to speak. Honest opinion, what's your thoughts? How you doing?
Yeah, it's loud where I'm at, so I'm gonna be muting in and out.
All right, no problem. Talk to us. What's going on?
All right,
Hmm.
so yeah, so he want to play games. I would say you play the games, man. I see you been standing on the fence trying to commentate when other people call in, and to not be biased. But now I would say now it's fair to pretty much give your opinion on things.
Right, and I appreciate you saying that because honestly, I haven't gave enough honest opinion on certain things that Austin has. They said Austin has been doing. You get what I'm saying? I try to keep things very cordial. I try to keep things very cool. And me personally, I like proof for things, so I can't just
Yeah,
accuse
so
Austin.
4D 101, 4D chess 101.
Mhm.
So you pretty much so what he's doing is he's
Well,
hitting
well,
you
let me
up.
well let me finish addressing what you just said because you said
Okay.
I haven't exactly like set all my stuff on Austin. Yeah, that's because I looked at Austin as like a brother in a type of way. Like I look at Austin as a black man just like myself, and I expect him to treat me as the same way I would treat him. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm just going to do it. You know, it's like it's really odd to me. It's really odd to me that, I've been very neutral. And I have a lot of people that have came into the comments and stop hating on Austin. You hate Austin. You're blah, blah, blah to Austin. You just said right now, I've been on the fence. I haven't really spoken much on anything about Austin. I've tried to keep things very respectful. So not only so I can get an invite to their wedding, but also, just because I thought we was cool like that. But when I'm starting to realize that this how a man is treating me and I wouldn't treat him like that, that starts to, contradict my original opinions of him. So yeah, go ahead. I'll let you take the floor.
So yeah, so since he want to play games, this I'm looking at it from a macro standpoint. Geo Maxing versus Passport Bros. It's not really you versus Austin. You get what I'm saying?
Mm, right, right. Independence, did you have any thoughts on this, or are you still going to throw in a cape for Austin?
No, I can
Nah,
answer
man.
that. So, cause so
I appreciate you, bro. I don't really have any more thoughts. Keep doing your thing, bro.
All right, cool. But do we understand this, that are we on the same page that if a man tells you that he's going to do something, another man shouldn't come up and say, hey, man, I know Austin said he was going to do something multiple times and didn't do it, but give him the benefit of the doubt. That's not good, because Austin right now, I believe he's asking for you guys, at least this is what the rumors have said, that he's asking from you guys $50,000. Somebody that you're giving this much money to, you expect him to be able to do the type of work he says he can do. If he's saying that I need this money for this, you want him to pay for this. If a man's going to stand on principle, or you're going to donate to a man of any type of principle or morality, you need to understand if he's really a man of principle and morality. I'm not giving any type of money or donations to somebody that can't even call another man back. Like, Austin, that's kind of weird. Wait, hold on. You're asking me for this much money for this, but this other man is saying multiple times that you haven't hit him back after you said that you wanted to talk to him. You've reached out to him, yet you haven't responded back to him multiple times. Austin, it almost seems to me as you're a man that plays games. You're not a serious man like that. A serious man wouldn't be out here just saying, oh, let's go ahead and talk and then not talk and then go online, put some stuff on Instagram, then say, hey, let's talk
Majority
again.
of men aren't
You get what
serious,
I'm
bro.
saying?
he's trying to
Majority of men
use
just aren't serious, man. That's
what
just
he's
how it
trying to
is.
do is right. He's trying to use the Kai Cenat method, where you get rejected, and then that rejection brings certain publicity when other people post content instead of him, and then he gets momentum from that. It's like a controversy hat. So you're right. You're right now you're the host right now. So with that being said, he's using your platform to push his name out. You get what I'm saying?
Right. That's what
So
it looks
it's
like.
just
That's what it
making you.
seems like. But,
He's
I
just
will
making
say
you
this.
gossip about him because he's a gossip channel.
Right.
It's
And I
feminine.
will I will
So
say this. I will say this, right? Independence. I just want to make sure we're on the same page though. How can I respect a man and donate to this man? And this man that's asking for, I believe people have been telling me he's asking for like $50,000. That's not something cheap. That's a lot of money. So if I'm gonna promote, or if I'm gonna tell people that, hey, give Austin the benefit of the doubt, it needs to be for something that's less than this. It can't be something where you're not responding back to another man that you said that you're going to respond to. I'm starting to think like, damn, does this guy play games? Why would I give you my money if you're a man that plays games? I don't know if I can really protect my investment. I'm investing in you, Austin, but how am I going to be able to respect it or understand or know that you're actually going to do what business you're saying that you need this money for if you can't even respond to a guy that you're reaching out to? You're playing games, and a lot of people have said he does this on a normal occasion. So
and don't he
so
need
independent.
licensing for that? He can't just raise money and start stuff in
Yeah,
other
we'll
countries.
get on. We'll get on all that. We'll get on all that. But independence, does that make sense, or are you still in the belief that no, this man, Austin is cool because he's still a man? Because I mean,
Nah,
he's
man.
playing games and stuff.
I'm not really talking about like his business acumen or anything like that. Actually, to be honest with you, I did do a call with someone in his team last year because I was thinking of going to Kenya, and I did a call with someone on his team, and I wasn't happy with it. It was a waste of money. I don't even think it was that much money, but I wasn't happy with it. So in terms of his business acumen, we agree on that. We don't need to even talk about that, right? I'm more just saying, like, in the energy that
Well,
you're giving it.
no, we do, because
Yeah.
you said to respect him as a man. You said, oh, a man, he's making mistakes. He's a young man. But I'm saying that no, certain mistakes you just can't make if you are a man. If you're a male, you can make mistakes because people are used to you being a failure or a loser. If you're a man that stands on principle and morality, we're not going to put that type of person in the same category as a real man that's hardworking, that's trying to elevate and legacy build.
No, we're not. I'm saying the energy you're giving it isn't worth it, bro. Because end of the day, it's like most men aren't, like you said, you're serious. Most men aren't serious. You get me? Most men are not serious, bro. That's just how it is. So you're giving it too much energy, and he's young. Like, he's gonna make mistakes. That's what I mean. It's more like, I'm more talking about the energy you're giving it. I'm saying let go, let live, and move on and do other things. You know what I mean? You grow, you do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
So it sounds like just because Austin is a young man, you believe that he should be able to make these serious mistakes like this.
No, let him go, man. I'm saying you don't give him the energy. Do you know what I'm
And
saying?
these aren't mistakes, by the way. These are games. These are childlike games. You're
You
reaching
think he's
out to me
playing
and
with
then
you?
you go, no, I know he is for a fact.
But
Yeah.
you're giving
There's
it
no way.
energy though.
There's no way. Well, I'm making content, brother. We have to understand. Do you think after I turn off this camera that I go in my bed and I just start, Austin, Austin, Austin? Like, do you think I'm the type of man to be like that? No. When this camera comes off, it's done. I don't even think about Austin.
You're
But
in
when he
Joburg,
reaches
right?
out, but one thing is when he reaches out to me when I'm not thinking about the brother, now it's starting to get like, well, hold on, bro. Do you want to do
Mm.
the content or not? That's the only way
Yeah, I
I'm
feel you.
looking at this. I'm like, man, hold on. You keep reaching out to me. This is multiple times now, so it's just getting a bit odd. Even when I was making some other content, literally was in the middle of making other content when the brother reached out to me, Austin reached out to me again, and I'm like, damn. I said, let me finish my content first. And then I responded to him after thinking a little bit. I said, okay, what time? I just said time, question mark, done. He says, okay,
Bro,
whenever
could
you
I
want. I
say
said,
something? Because that
okay.
other guy's biased about Austin. So I don't know if you
No,
noticed
I'm
that.
not. How
Yeah,
Hmm.
am I
you are.
biased?
Trust me, I'm
That's
into math psychology. Right now, Austin is sitting back somewhere laughing at this or entertained at this bare minimum. So
agreed.
he's using
Mm.
this. So what I'm telling
Agreed.
you is you need to fucking start, you need to start putting Austin under a microscope and releasing it. Like, stop being biased. You're
Who,
biased while
me?
people are not. You're not biased while he got biased people calling in, and also
Now, how am I
he's playing
biased? I don't
games.
understand. I'm just giving my opinion and telling him, yo, like, let it
Yeah,
go
you have a
and
biased
move on.
opinion,
How is that biased? So you expect me to come in and
and
just,
then you don't even have an American accent, so you could just hang up.
what does that have to do with anything? It's a YouTube. It's international, bro.
I'm just saying, this is about
You
Americans
you don't
correcting
make any
Americans right
sense.
now.
You don't make any sense. How am I
Mm.
biased?
Well, let me ask you this. If it's so you're from like London, right? Or
No.
maybe just the
I
UK?
lived in London though, yeah, but I'm not from
Okay.
London.
So would you say the same about, a man from the UK? Like, hey man, like, you're a young man. It's okay to play games. You're still a man. Playing games with other men, you're still a man. You would say that to somebody from the UK?
Nah,
Yeah,
I
that's for
would
you. And if you,
say I'm trying to understand your question. You say if it was a guy from the UK, would I say the same thing?
yes, I'm saying if you seen a man that was playing games with another man and the other man didn't find it funny, would you say that, oh, you're just a young man? It's okay. You're still a man. Just keep
All right.
playing games.
Hypothetically, let's say me and your friends, right? Hypothetically, me and your friends, and you're giving this young guy energy. He has no business acumen. He's clearly in the wrong, but you could tell that, yo, this guy needs to grow up. I would tell you, look, yo, let my man grow up. Don't give him that energy. Just let it go. I would tell you as my friend, let it go. Keep making your money. Let karma's gonna get him anyway. Soon.
Do
Soon.
you
Like,
do you
you don't
understand?
have to do anything.
You
You
do
know what I mean?
understand this content is for the betterment of other men. I'm not making content to change Austin. I'm not making content to, try to, affect Austin's life at all. I've said repeatedly on this channel that, hey, if you would like to put your woman on camera, that's cool. I say that repeatedly in every video, even honest opinion. If he gives his honest opinion, he'll tell you. Every video, I always say, oh, this is Austin's life. He can do what he wants. I'm just saying for other men, so other men can understand and learn from this, that this is not how you act when it comes to having a woman. This is not how you act when it comes to just being a man in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
agree with
this has
that.
nothing to do. This has nothing to do with my life or trying to get Austin's attention on this. No, it's simply that as a man, I expect certain type of traits, traits that are of someone who's serious. You can have laughter, you can play games as a man, but there's a certain way that you go about it, right? And when another man is coming to you in a serious mode, like Austin came to me seriously and he let me know, he said, hey, I need to speak to you on some things that you said about my wife. He came to me in a voice note and he let me know this. And I said, wow, this must be urgent. I said, no problem. Just so you know, real quick, I don't really care about your relationship. I've said this multiple times. If anything, I'm just trying to assist the Americans or people from Western countries who are looking to travel so they are not in a situation like you're in, where you're having a woman putting her on camera, and it just goes downhill from there. But anyways, thanks for calling in, Independence. All right. Call in, y'all. Call in, everybody. Let's go ahead and get some more call-ins here. Boom, there goes the link, everybody. There goes the link. Let's read a few of these comments. The British accent is better than that rubbish American accent. Hilarious. Austin isn't a kid though. 26 is a grown man. Exactly. And that's all I was trying to get the brother to understand. It's very pathetic to, say that, oh, he's a young man. He can be able to, make these. No, no, no. Austin is doing business that can affect other people's pockets. No, 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 no. You have to come at a certain degree when you're doing real business and you're doing real man things. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Hey,
Um,
what I think you should pretty not. I'm not gonna tell you what I think you should do, but all the things, all the accusations he have, I feel like you should start like really not being on the fence about these things and stating your opinion. Then he's gonna have to come around and address them, or they're gonna spread. You get what I'm saying? Since he like
right.
gossip, you get what I'm saying?
Right. I
So
mean, me personally, I just need proof. If there's proof, then we can talk about
no,
it. But
he
if there's
has proof in all his old videos. He still kept up.
mm,
You don't even need
mm,
proof. You just need association. That's what they. You learned that. You learned that through others throughout country. You just need associations.
mm.
You know.
Well, let's do this. Let's investigate some of the accusations of Austin, and then we'll get back to you. You can call in a little bit later. Let me do this real quick. Yo, hold up. Did you know you can get more content on the Patreon and YouTube memberships? Not only content like this, but content like this, and this for less than a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. Come on, y'all. As well as group chat access, masterclass access, and so much more, even consultations. For the most raw and juicy content, check out the Patreon today. With over 60 plus members, join the tribe. Holla. All right, y'all. I had to plug myself in there real quick. Like I said, I do content at the end of the day. This stuff does not follow me after I get off of get off of line. This is online. It's not real life. You know what I'm saying? It's not real life. But anyways, let's dig into some of this stuff, you guys, because we need to see some of these accusations. I saw somebody recently say that Austin is trying to scam for how much money did they say? I believe the person said it was like Austin's real estate scam and wine business scam. He collected money but never delivered. Damn, he did real estate and wine businesses. I've never even heard of any of those. I thought he was just doing a barber school or something. But let's look into this though, because I know I've seen a lot of videos popping up, man. A lot of videos popping up, them saying that Austin Holleman is doing crimes, by doing his scams. So let's see. Austin Holleman, new scam is insane. Password bros reach a new low. Yeah, LLT TVs talks about it. Austin Holleman laptop donation scam, $1,700 would be would be devastating. Oh, let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Hold on. Let me show you on my screen real quick. Appreciate it. He says, nice ad. Yeah. It took me a little second to make that joint, but appreciate that. Boom. Here it goes right here. This is what I'm looking at, y'all. Right here. Okay, hold on. How do I get this on the screen real quick? Come on now. Oh, I gotta do like this. My bad. All right, this one I'm looking at on the screen. Austin is broke. Z never knew that, but hope she leaves him soon. Africa is full of scammers to begin with. Yeah, hey, I can't differ from that comment. There's some truth to that, most definitely. Let's see real quick, man. Let's see real quick. Auston Holleman laptop donation. Well, let's get on the first one, which is they're accusing Austin of, faking this whole laptop donation situation. Let's look into this and see what this is about. Because I do remember, if you guys want the recap, what happened, I believe he got, robbed, inside of his apartment. They took his laptop or something like that. And then he tried to track the people down or something like that, but couldn't find them or something. And then he involved the police and the police got his laptop back. But a lot of people was asking, they said, well, damn, what happened to our money that we lent you, Austin? Well, damn, you said that you need that for a new laptop. We done, assisted you with it. Then you got your old laptop back, and now you just bought a new laptop for your girl Z. So a lot of people saying that, damn, he just used that money for real, or he faked the whole entire thing just so he can get a laptop for his shorty, So we're going to see what's up with this. Who knows if there's any truth to this, but hey, man, some things do sound good.
They said, hey, we have your watch, your camera, and your laptop. He's in custody. But they're still looking for my fucking gold Rolex. That's the most important watch out of the two. I can survive without the silver one. The gold one I fucking need. But maybe God trying to tell me something. Maybe God trying to tell me, hey, that Rolex, that fake one, look too real. Somebody might pull a pistol out on you. But here's what I like to say. Shout out to the Malaysian police force. Somebody stole my stuff. And 15 hours later, they had him in jail. Yeah, no, the lap. I'm not really tripping off the Rolex. Like I'm.
My bad. See, somebody else just comes in. They say, yeah, I remember that in Malaysia, he never got robbed. It was a lie. Because a lot of people wondering, well, damn, how did he get his laptop stolen? And then now he got enough money to buy his girl a laptop, and then he got his laptop back. And somebody even said they didn't see the police report. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Yo. Can y'all hear me? Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. My bad. Looks like I lost slight connection for whatever reason. That was weird. Azuaza says he got the watch laptop back, but he hasn't returned the money he scammed people out of. See, that's the odd thing, right? And this is how I was looking at things before, right? I didn't want to just accuse Austin of certain things because I'm like, bruh, you need real hardcore evidence. Still, even though it sound good, even though the theories sound good, I still don't know if that really even happened to like how we saying, right? Unless we have everything just written out. It definitely doesn't look good or sound good for sure. But until everything's like on paper, like if we find out, oh, there was never any police report. Let's say you go to Malaysian police. They're like, there was never any police report of a laptop stolen. Oh, okay. So we know that he's falsifying some evidence and some documentation, which is not good, So yeah, man. And especially if you got $1,700, that's some good money, man. And really, I hope y'all get your money back. Boy, I ain't donate to the shit. You see, this how I rock with a lot of these content creators. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't just about to be throwing y'all money for real. Y'all gotta prove to me like why I need to go ahead and y'all need to prove to me, y'all need to prove to me that, y'all really got robbed or some crazy shit really happened. I'm just trying to keep it P. Like, I need evidence. I need evidence, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I need stone cold evidence, you know? Cause yeah,
not losing no sleep.
I just can't give no money to, like, you know, a lot of these people, man. I need proof. Y'all seen, I've been doing YouTube for how long? Even on my old channel, I ain't never asked y'all for a penny. I ask y'all for a penny if I'm giving you guys some education, if I'm giving y'all some of my great videos, my Patreon exclusive content. That's the only reason I ask y'all for money. I have a tribe that backs me. If I have any types of issues, I go to the tribe first. I have a group chat. You guys can get group chat access. If you guys go to my Patreon, there's group chat access, and you can get brothers around the world that can assist you, you know, with certain types of things. If it's really a dire emergency like that, I don't need to go ahead and go to public social spaces and say, hey, can somebody help me in my GoFundMe and stuff? No, I don't need all that because I have a tribe that backs me. Not just my group chat, but I got other people as well that really be looking out for me in a serious way. So I'll just keep it like that, man.
I'm pissed off. It's annoying because I like that watch a lot, but I could live without it. It's an $80 watch. An $80 watch is different than the $2,300 fucking what you call it? You said time to refund the viewers.
Dr. Feelgood, that's a perverted name too. I hope you're not a real doctor. But he says no one would be this obsessed over Austin unless they actually took what he says serious. Traveltriberaw, it's Traveltriberaw, you fool. Sounds disappointed. Now, this is how we do things over here on this channel. It's probably not what you used to. You're so used to doing that perverted shit, filling on your goddamn patience. But I'm gonna tell you how we rock over here. You have to call in. We're gonna give you less than 1 minute because we don't do that trolling shit. We go man to man over here. You know, see, when you're used to watching, you know, males, you know, and people that don't confront head on, you kind of start to, like, you know, hide out in the shadows. It's not manly. Call in and stop being a coward. All right. So here we go. We don't do that soft shit over here. We don't do that. Go ahead and call in. Stop being a wuss puss and go ahead and call in, or we're gonna put you on timeout. Really, we need to take you out of here for real. Actually, maybe out of this planet, because you shouldn't be feeling on nobody and you a doctor. Dr. Feel Good. Like he's a real creep, huh, y'all? God damn, with a name like that, huh? Big P says he scammed people with his AI courses. Y'all, hold on, man. He ain't no way he got, oh yeah, we getting Dr. Feel Good out of here. You could have went man to man, Austin in Kenya. Are you dumb? That's literally where I tried to go and speak with Austin. Like, that's literally, we were just in Kenya a few years back. Fool. The hell? I'm the one that hit him up, goofy. These people are pathetic and stupid. Let me put you on timeout. Bad. That's how I feel like when I put people on timeout. I feel like I'm spanking them. Bad. You know what I'm saying? Bare hand spank too. You know? He won't call because he's on Austin's burner account. Interesting. No surprise there, right? Lots of cowards. I hope all of us men here, we're men that are actionary, and when it comes to, you know, confronting a man one-on-one, we can simply just do those things, especially when it's as simple as just calling in. How cowardly can you be? I don't even have a policy here where you have to turn on your camera, yet so many men, they're still so cowardly, they won't even call in just with their voice. I mean, if you're that cowardly, that's a different level, guys. That's almost horrifying. When you meet Austin the first time, what made you get on this? I don't know what you mean by that. Did you get jumped in Kampala, Uganda with a taser? Yeah, I did actually. I didn't get jumped per se. What happened was, and I don't know if you were trying to be slick by this comment, but we can talk about this real quick. And typically, I don't like to say the country that this happened in because there's a lot of good Ugandans. But yes, I was inside of that country, and I chased these guys into a forest after they stole my phone. This was an iPhone 8 Plus at the time. This was many years back. It's not that serious. You know, I really, now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have chased them in the first place. I had insurance on the phone, but it was principle. So I went ahead and I chased them into the forest. And after I had got my phone back, after fighting the two guys, they ran off, and then they bring back about, was it maybe, well, it was only one extra guy that they brought off. But when I had a machete to my neck, one of the guys that was the most mad, because he was the one that actually had my phone that I grabbed trying to throw him to the floor, and he's the one that threw my phone off. But he was the most mad because I had hurt him the most. He started jumping and he started doing like this. And what basically ended up happening was that he was summoning like maybe 5 different guys now. So now it's 8 guys, and I had to think fast, and I was able to luckily think real quick. The guy with the taser that was putting the taser to my face at the time, I was able to, since that guy was kind of far off and there was only one guy holding my foot, I was able to get a punch in to this dude. He was literally right here. I'm telling you, I was the hardest punch in my life. I'm not going to lie to you. Boom, straight to the dome, and I ran off. And then I got entangled in some barbed wire, and then the rest is history. Let me see. Here we go. We have Dr. Feelgood has called in. Disgusting name, such a perverted name. Hello, how are you?
What's up, man? You called me up
What's
here.
up? Ah, so you're a tether, huh?
What's up?
So I said, what's up, fool? I said, so you a tether, right?
He's trying to act hard on stream. There he go.
It's not about acting hard.
You
fool.
a
Are
straight
you a
dick
tether
rider.
or not?
Hey,
We're not
Mo.
gonna do that. We
Hey,
ain't gonna do
Mo.
that. We ain't gonna do that. First off, I want to understand why his meat is in your mouth, and then we'll continue on to, you can ask any type of questions back to me. But firstly, we need to understand, why is Austin's meat in your mouth like this?
Listen, son. Let me tell you
I'll
something.
listen. I'll listen to you. No problem.
Listen,
Go ahead
listen.
and talk. Go ahead and talk.
Almost 10 videos in 2.
I didn't ask that, fool. I said, why is his meat in your mouth? Why are you caping so hard for somebody that so many people are saying that there's some issues with? What's going on?
I'm not caping for him because I troll him all the time. But Mo, what I'm telling you is, it seemed like
You troll? Hold on. You're a man that trolls? So you're another man that plays games. Do you see what's going on, fellas? We're dealing with men that are really just males, but they constantly parade themselves.
you know what it
as real
is.
men, like
You
the
know what
rest
it is
of
with this.
You know what it is? Your mother didn't raise you right.
With this
So
Oscar
nor did
Proud
your
looking.
father. You're a coward and you're weak.
And he keeps
You're
muting me.
effeminate, you're soft, you're a tether,
You
and
could
you're
have
a
came
loser.
to Kenya.
That's the fact. That's the fact. That's the fact of the matter. We're going to put you back in. We need to use you as an example. We need to use you as an example. That's what we need to do. Okay? We need to use you as an example. This grown man here just said that he is out here trolling Austin. Has anything I've done been trolling to Austin? I haven't trolled Austin not one time. I'm here to tell Austin that, hey, what you're doing is not manly. There's no way I can ask a man, hey, can I get some of your time? And then I just go ahead and, oh, I'm nowhere to be found, but I'm on Instagram, the same platform I message you on. You would never see me in a situation like that. I've never done anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and bring you back on, Dr. Feelgood. I can't call you that. That's a very perverted name. Even your life is a perverted, weird kind of name. Your whole life is just goofy, man. It's the truth. Over here, we talk about travel. We talk about tribe and how important unity is. And then we also speak on how important it is to be raw in this life. Be raw and be real. Here you go commenting on Austin's talking about, oh, I troll Austin all the time. And your name is Dr. Feelgood. There's a lot of weird things happening in your life besides, this whole debacle with me and Austin. I think you need to get your life together. Okay, so let's go ahead and let you all talk.
This is cool.
I'm gonna give you the floor. But let's just keep it very straightforward here. Why are you not a man? Let's start with that question.
You said, why am I not a man? What kind of question is that, bro? What kind of fucking question is that? You're asking me
Let's
why
try
am I
to
not a man?
refrain
Look,
from
hold
let's try to
on,
refrain from cursing.
hold on.
Let's try to refrain from cursing. That's the
No,
only
you
thing.
don't tell me to refrain from.
Are you stupid? Do you understand I can just get you out of the vid? I don't even have to have you on, Goofy. Are you an idiot? These people are complete imbeciles. They don't understand how life is when you're, a king, or how life is when you're a real man. You're on my domain. I can just get you up out of here. Do you see how it feels? You're not even speaking now. I'm speaking. I can talk horrible about you, and nobody would ever hear your rebuttal. You're a weak nobody. So Dr. Feelgood, or we're just going to call you the non-male, okay? I can't think of anything. Mr. Male, how about that? Mr. Male, okay? I'm going to let you come back on, but you cannot curse on here. This isn't even my platform. This is YouTube. It's owned by Google. There's certain ways that you have to go about this.
Because you don't own, I guess because you don't own your own platform, you must be a male too. You don't got your own. Going by your little logic. You keep trying to do this
so
like
can you answer my question? Why are you not a man? Let's start with that first, and then we'll go into other questions.
Why am I am a man. What do you see the M right there? That stands for man. And don't ask me why am I not a man when you the one following another man around for the last 2 weeks with 10 videos. That's not a man. That's a gossiping church lady, bro. So I should be asking you that
Interesting.
question.
Interesting.
Hey,
Have
you
you
got
checked out my
multiple
Patreon?
lives.
Interesting. Have you checked out my Patreon, patreon.com/Traveltriberaw? Let me ask you that question real quick. Because you say I've only
Bro,
done videos on Austin for the last 2 weeks. I'm just curious, do you have the
I'm talking
Patreon?
about on your YouTube channel. See, this is what
Yeah,
I'm trying to
the YouTube is fine. The YouTube is fine. Let's talk about just the fact that I do content on different platforms. So we can't just talk about, oh, YouTube. I also have Patreon. I have other platforms that I post on, Instagram as well. There's all different types of platforms. So let's go off of that. You said I've only posted Austin for the last 2 weeks, but that's not true. The most recent video on here was me talking about No Limit Eddie. Before that, I talked about, I think, some FBA brother that called in. So you're just capping. I mean, your life is a joke, Mr. Male, non-man, non-man entity. Your life is a joke. So I'll let you continue, but I'm just trying to get to an understanding here. You say that you are a man, yet you just said that you troll Austin a lot. Even your name is a troll name. So I'm just curious, like, why are you so playful as a so-called man?
All right, let's start from the top. So
Thank
the first question is why are you not a man? So I replied that I am a man, and then I said I should be asking you that question because according to your YouTube channel, I'm not about to pay no money for some funky ass Patreon or not. Well, I
So
mean,
I did say for this fool, he can't stop cursing for some reason. I did ask him to not curse, but for whatever reason, it's very hard for him. And typically, people with a lower sense of vocabulary, they just cannot help themselves. It's like they curse so much every single day that they just can't help themselves. And it's very sad because this guy, he's saying that he's a man, but we know how this goes. You are not a man. You're more of a mouse or a biological male. You're not a man exactly, though. No, a man wouldn't talk like this. A man wouldn't talk like this at all. It is very odd how you keep calling yourself a man, yet your name is Dr. Feelgood, and you said that you're constantly trolling Austin. My videos aren't to troll Austin. Even though I've made certain videos on Austin because we're doing content, I have not. Larry iFly says low impulse control. Ah, thank you for that. That was even better vocabulary than what I used. But yeah, very low impulse control for sure. And I think to myself, I can almost guarantee he was raised by a single mother. One of these guys or his father was moist. There's something clearly going on with these kind of males like this. It's very disgusting. It's very sad too because to know that this is one of Austin's supporters it's this is what I'm saying. I don't know if Austin's is just breeding like a group of men that are just, not masculine or something. I don't know what's going on because this is very odd behavior. How can you, just play with your life so much? So let's start from the very beginning. I'm going to add you in one more time. Let's try to get you to not curse, okay? Look at Dr. Feelgood. He's back on the chat again. He says, Jan, I'm gonna let you come back in and just no curse words, as we said, no curse words, and we'll go from there, okay? Hilarious. This guy is such a funny troll. Moist dudes defending their daddy. No, he's a moist dude defending his Diddy, like, and his Badussi. Like, this is a really odd specimen, man. So we're gonna add you right back in, man. So let's start from the beginning. When did you realize that you were not a man? Like, did something happen when you were younger? Was your father moist? Did your mother maybe, corrupt your mind like so many sisters unfortunately have done to their offspring? What is going on here to where your life is just a complete joke? Because everyone's laughing at you.
I should be asking you that question because you're the one, like I said, that's made
No,
back-to-back
no, no,
videos.
no. I asked you the question and then you can answer, you can ask any question after. Let's get to that first. And I really need you to answer this because we need to understand what's going on. And we need to also understand if Austin's breeding a group of men that, are just males. We need to see what's really happening here. This is very weird behavior from a so-called man. So let's start from the very beginning.
I see what's going on. You're
Mhm.
scared. You don't want to get put on blast. You're gonna keep muting me. You're gonna talk over me, make these false narratives. So I already see what you're doing. But like I said, there is no answer to that question because none of it's true. But I should be asking you that question because, like I said, you're the one that's making back-to-back videos for these last 2 weeks. Just fixated on Austin. When
For
you
some
hold
reason,
on,
you
hold
still
on,
haven't
hold on,
answered my
hold on. I
question.
didn't land the plane.
It's not about, hold on, just answer my question. How were you brought up? Were you brought up with a single mother? Was your father maybe doing certain things to you? What has gone on in your mind to where you, as a man now, and you're a grown man, you say that you are, you say that you're a grown man. What has gone on that has made you such a joke in your own life? That's what I'm really asking you. Then after that, we can talk about anything else. Seriously, we can. Anything else, anything on earth, actually. But I need
Seriously,
to understand this first.
seriously, dude, there's no answer to that question because I'm not the one that's getting on the internet gossiping like a church.
So he's still not. So we're gonna listen. I really would hate to remove you, but we're still not getting to the bottom, of your
You're
life. No pun
scared,
intended.
bro. You're
No,
scared.
no pun intended. Listen, we'll bring you back in, right? It's not about, we want to hear you talk. We just need to understand how you were raised first, because I need to understand why are so many of you males defending such a weak, non-masculine behavior. Okay. So that's the first thing that we need to understand. And we just want to understand your upbringing. Were you raised by a single mother? Was your father maybe moist, or, when did you find out that you like men, sir?
There's no answer to these questions, bro. I keep trying to tell you, and
You
honestly,
can't answer how you were brought up. You can't answer
there's
how you were brought
no
up.
answer to these questions. The only question that should be answered is,
So you can't, no. So you can't answer how you were brought up. That's the simple question. Were you raised by a single mom? That's all I'm asking you.
well, the only question that needs to be answered is why.
Oh, brother. Okay, yeah, you're out of here, bud. Poor fool. He doesn't understand how this goes. I mean, if I call into your channel and you ask me a question, I have to answer that, and then you'll keep me on. This guy is a complete fool. So sad. So sad. Anyways, check this out, y'all. More content on the Patreon and YouTube memberships. Not only content like this, but content like this, and this for less than a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. Come on, y'all. As well as group chat access, masterclass access, and so much more, even consultations. For the most raw and juicy content, check out the Patreon today with over 60 plus members. Join the tribe. Holla. All right. There we go again. Just had to drop that there because I will be posting this. We have a super chat. Shout out to the super chat. He says, Austin is a clown. Floydstein Files. You guys are sick, man. Come on, boy. Y'all some Floydstein. Y'all going crazy, bro. Floydstein Files. Is that what we calling it now? Oh my goodness. Where is KG? Oh, brother. Yeah, I do still need to reach out to KG, man. I still need to reach out to the brother. I know I said I'll do that. I will be doing that very soon. I will be doing that very, very soon. Love these women background. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate that. Pookie syndrome cursing. Yeah, I know he did curse a lot. Let's see if he's ready. I don't think we can bring him back on. I don't know. He's not going to, but I do want to say real quick, I do appreciate him calling in. It's just sad that he couldn't answer my simple question so we can get on to other questions he may have asked. Okay. I'm getting tether vibes. Yeah, most definitely Cat Ferguson. He definitely was given those tether vibes. He says, I stopped cursing. Have you also stopped ignoring my question? Because we do need to answer the question first, then we can go ahead and bring you back, okay? You just don't want to let me talk. No, I don't mind letting you talk. It's just you have to answer my question first, and then he puts an emoji. That's how you know his whole life is a joke, actually. That's crazy. Like, I mean, the dude is very effeminate. Wow. I am the dude who reported them to Airbnb and what? Oh, Kobe Thanos Timbo says he's the one that reported them to Airbnb. Wow. Okay. Wow. Huh. Okay, then. Wow. Well, look at that, man. Damn, we have the actual person who called in. You should call in, Kobe. Let's have you call in. Let's talk about it. Let me send the call-in link real quick. Call into the show. Call into the show. Here we go. Boom, bang. listen, Mr. Male, yeah, this guy, and he's oh my gosh, this guy. Man, he's like a woman in these comments. Hey, listen, man, you called in, so we're gonna let you keep trolling a little bit, but then you'll have to call in again, okay? And you still need to answer that question that I asked you, all right? All right, let's go ahead and boom, boom, okay. All right. His homie KG left him because he was doing some sus activities. Is that right? Do you guys believe that KG left Austin because he was doing some sus activities? Hey man, hey Big P. You know I can't say your full name, but listen, Big P. I will say like this. If you believe that, call in. Let's hear some facts. Let's hear some proof, and let's go from there, you know. Let's hear that. Definitely. I'm not listen, I don't know Austin no more. You know, at some point I thought I knew the brother, but clearly I don't. The dude's playing too many games, wasting my time. I'm like, bro, you reach out to me multiple times already, and you're not trying to, you know, it's very weird. I've just never been a man like that. It's just very weird. Maybe we're just different people. I don't know, but it's just very, very weird. Or I do know. I do know what's going on here, but
I mean, no. The thing is, bro, like the stuff was stolen. We didn't know. So here's another thing, right? Because people are gonna let me stop this right now. You be even more pissed if it was a real Rolex. That's why I buy fake shit. People are gonna
at least he didn't ask y'all to refund him for his fake Rolex. Now that would have been something.
say, my tongue white as hell. I need to drink some water. Austin, you lied for donations. Bitch, first of all, shut up. Because that laptop, if we would have rounded off, it wasn't exactly 1,800, but if we rounded to the nearest whole number, it was $1,800.
I think what people are curious about though, Austin, is well, what happened to that money? Okay, they sent you the money to make up for the laptop that was stolen. And I think the question a lot of people are asking is, where did that money go once you got your laptop back? I don't think anybody really cares about the fact that, you know, that you have, you know, gotten the laptop back, or they think that you're scamming. They're really just saying that where's the money that we were supposed to get back? Like, I mean, we gave you the money because you lost something. Now you found it, so give us our money back. Like, I think that's what's going on here, right? So let's continue. Let's see what's going on.
We only got $1,000 in donations yesterday, so I still came out of pocket $7.
Did he say we only got $1,000 in donations yesterday? That's really what I'm not going mad. I'm not gonna lie. I would be also mad too if I found out that I just sent in $1,000 or even maybe a couple hundred or even a couple, like, you know, 10, 20s, whatever. And the guy's saying I only got $1,000 yesterday. Yeah, I got my laptop back, and no, I'm not gonna give your money back. But we only got $1,000 yesterday. Like, guys, relax. It's not even that much. And you probably support this creator, and you're thinking in your mind, like, damn, like I really support him though. I want him to have this money just so he can get his, you know, content up and all this stuff like that. But you know, to me, it's looking like a good finesse, but maybe he'll find some way to send you guys the money back. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's kind of giving off like, yeah, you know, yeah, I ran off with a bag. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the bag, y'all. Thanks for the bag. But at least he didn't Umar Johnson, y'all. And that's why after this video, we're going to get into the other alleged scam that Auston Holleman is running, where they're saying he wants $50,000, I guess, to open up a barber school inside of Kenya. So we're going to see what's going on with that.
100. I still paid out of pocket $70 for 2 nights at this hotel. So if you want to say that I spent basically damn near $800, like, let me tell you something. If I wanted to lie to y'all to get a free laptop, I would wait until I had all the money before I bought it. And that doesn't mean if I wait until then, because there might be times I might not have no money and I need to wait. But the thing is, what y'all need to peep is, y'all sent me $1,000, and I took the initiative to pay $700, which is telling you.
Well, hold on. Congrats that you paid $700 on your laptop, brother. But what about me? I gave you my money, so can I get my money back? Okay, like you got your laptop already. Return the other laptop if you bought a new one, which a lot of people are saying he bought that new laptop for his girlfriend with the money that he got from the laptop that he said was stolen. But regardless, just take that laptop back and give me my money back. 'Cause you got your laptop, so let me get my money back. I think that's the issue, Austin. That's what people are asking. Where's our money? Well, not ours. It's not my money. It's everybody else's. But I'm just curious. That's what they're asking.
That I needed help. It's not that I didn't have nothing. I just needed help because paying $1,700 out of pocket would have been devastating for me. Like that would have been too much out of my pocket. But my subscribers helped me. Now,
okay.
This is me on day one
what is
since
this?
my son.
What the hell is this? Yo, get this off of my damn screen, bro. Okay, let's go to right here real quick. Auston Holleman, this one. All right, where's the one where she was 16? Oh shit, 16. Who? New scammers are saying password bros reach a new low. Damn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got some real allegations on the brother, and you know, my thing is this, right? Is like, you know, I'm not going to just falsely accuse the brother unless I see real proof. The laptop one for right now, yeah, I'm gonna go with the audience more. I'm leaning more towards the audience than Austin. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It does kind of seem like, damn, where the hell did our money go? If we gave you this money for this laptop, we're expecting to get that money back then since you found your laptop. Or okay, you're not gonna give us our money back. Can you double the amount of content that you put out now that we gave you the money for a laptop? You know, or can you just be honest and say, hey, you know, is it okay? I feel like if I'm gonna donate to somebody, can you at least be transparent with me? Like that's the biggest issue with American government right now is that we're giving our tax money and it's going to like random shit that we didn't even ask for. It's like, bro, can you at least kind of give me some transparency? At least I know where you guys are like doing with my money, like what y'all doing with it, you know? But that's how shady people operate, man. They're not gonna give you that transparency that you need because they're just shady people. And who knows who knows why he hasn't gave the money back yet? All I can say is that it is a bit odd. So I'm gonna lean this one more towards, you know, the audience, Austin's audience. Because it's not, yeah, it's kind of, you know, they said let's not talk about Mark. Big P says, and he settled for an old light-skinned average woman. You didn't donate, nigga. Stop lying. Who said I donated, fool? What? I'm not dumb enough to, no offense to y'all if y'all donated. I'm not dumb enough to donate to any of these online people, bro. I'm only paying, this is the only thing I will do. I'll pay for somebody's Patreon. That's the only thing. When I used to really be on YouTube heavily, I would just pay for people's Patreon. And I remember one time it was a digital nomad course and I bought it. It was actually a few that I bought. You know, that's all I really used to put money into. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. Don't be all this little extra shit. Like you have to ask yourself too, like, why am I donating? Like, this is the real issue that I'm having right now with people that have even donated to Austin is like, do you guys not think like this dude has people in his life? He has family, he has friends. You know, he has all these other people that he can just ask, like, hey, you know, if you don't have friends and family in your life, they can give you $1,000 at whim. That means you don't have any real friends or family, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest to you. If you can't ask 5 closest people around you for $1,000 collectively, like so 200 a pop, and they can't give it to you, that means you have really nobody in your life. That means you really have nobody that cares for you like that. I'm just gonna be honest. And the way I look at this shit is this, right? Austin had all these other people he could have contacted and said, hey, y'all, I need some assistance. You know, I need some money, you know, all this stuff like that, right? But no, he went to his audience. Why did he go to his audience? Most likely because he knows his audience is going to assist him. He knows his audience might feel bad for him, might spark emotions with your audience rather than your family. So he went to his audience. But I'm like, me as a man, I'm going to my family and friends first. I'm not going to the audience. Like, why am I going to the audience? Like, half of y'all don't even like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to the goddamn audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I go to my subscribers? No. You know, that's crazy. You guys are paying me for a service. When you guys go to my patreon.com/Traveltriberaw, link in the description for my great content, you guys are paying me for a service. This isn't like a free money kind of deal here. I've never looked at content creation as like a free money handout. Like, oh, let me just ask my supporters for some money for something. No, I don't need you guys money to travel around the world and go to all the countries I've been in. I don't need you guys money to pick up women. I don't need you guys money to pay for my food, pay for my hair. I don't need you guys money to pay for anything. My lifestyle is good because I made it good. And the tribe that I have around me keeps me in good spirits and keeps me protected. That's how I work, as well as the ancestors, of course. Shout out to the FBA ancestors. They have sacrificed a lot. That spirit in me as well keeps me going. But besides that, yeah, I don't need to ask, like an audience for cash. I really don't. So that's very odd to me. That's very odd to me. That the brother had to ask for money. I'm like, does he not have nobody else he could ask for that money? I mean, you got your phone to record, you making money online. So it's just like, what, you do hair and stuff? I mean, that's like, what the, you know? This fool says he donated to Austin. That's why he's so bitter towards Austin. That's very odd. This guy doesn't, it's okay. He doesn't listen. And there he goes trolling some more. Traveltriberaw needs donations. That's so sad. This guy is just a troll. But as promised, if you guys call in, you can troll back inside the comments. So I let him troll because he called into the show. So many trolls, they're already not real people, but who knows? He could have been AI, but we don't know what's really going on. YouTube pays him enough. He's just greedy and overspends. See, that's what's going on. It's a possibility. Definitely a possibility. It's weird, man. It's weird. But yeah, shout out again to Kobe for sending in that super chat, and shout out to Calvin Jester so far. He sent in $20 on the Cash App $Traveltriberaw. Link in the description for that as well. But yeah, man, as it pertains to people ask for money when you guys are traveling and shit like that, guys, do you want to know? Let me tell y'all a secret. Damn, I shouldn't even tell y'all this, but let me tell y'all a secret because I like to keep it raw and real with y'all, man. Let me tell y'all the truth. One of the biggest ways that a lot of content creators even make money is to just go ahead and have y'all donate to fake causes. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people have shit like that, and it's really messed up. I've never got into that myself. Who knows if Austin's got into that, but I'm just saying, you guys haven't seen no GoFundMe or nothing like that. Even my Cash App isn't like, oh, I need your money for this cause, blah, 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 blah. A lot of these fundraisers and shit like that, I hate to tell you guys because I know a lot of you guys' favorite creators literally right now are asking y'all for GoFundMe and donations and all that shit. That's a huge way that people are making money these days, man. And since I'm here to keep it raw and real with y'all, I will let you guys know I have a video coming out very soon. It's going to be on the YouTube channel here on how you can get real money as a digital nomad, or just a man that's, physically willing to work labor jobs, but labor jobs that let you travel to other countries. This whole thing of digital nomading in 2026 onwards is getting replaced by AI, y'all. Like, AI is coming super quick. If these billion-dollar companies can get multiple billions of dollars by not having to hire all these people from Western countries, they're going to do that. So I made a great video explaining that, and the background's really beautiful too of the video. You guys have to check it out. It was man, I was right there on the water, y'all. Oh my God, it was a good video. Can't wait to drop that for you guys. And it took me a minute to get that video done, but yeah. And check out the patreon.com as well, because you guys will find more content on how you guys can make more money and get your bread up in a realistic, ethical way. Something that they're not lying to you, because I was scammed by a lot of those goddamn digital nomad creator courses and shit. I paid for all of them, y'all. I paid for all of them, and even with the audience, guys, sometimes some nights we're hitting hundreds of thousands of views on these videos, and we doing these live streams, all this shit. I don't even say that, hey guys, can you guys go ahead and, go to this donation or help me with something that I lost? Oh, somebody robbed me. I literally, look, I could have did y'all bad right here. Let me show y'all the video. I could have really messed y'all over. Let me show y'all the video right here. I could have did y'all bad on this one. And you guys know the full video to this is on my Patreon, right? This full video right here is on my Patreon. I could have did you guys bad on this video right here. Let me find it. This one right here. 3 men break into my Airbnb, full footage. I could have easily told y'all right there, hey, man, I lost my money. Can you guys please donate to me? Like these 3 guys. I had the video proof of 3 men breaking into my apartment while I was sound asleep at nighttime. Seriously. Played the whole entire video clip and everything. You guys know one of the things I constantly tell you, man, have a security camera inside of your living room. I carry my travel camera all throughout every country I go to, even in the properties I'm not in currently. I have a camera there, just because you need to know what the cleaners are doing. It's very important just to have it. But luckily, it helps for other reasons as well, right? You might have a crazy chick over. You might have, some situation like this to where it's like, 3 guys break into your place at nighttime. And I'm just happy that right when I came out of my room, these dudes just walked away and left. They seemed shocked. Like, oh shit, I didn't know nobody was home. And then they just left. You guys could see from the whole video. But it's crazy, man. I'm telling you guys. That's on the Patreon and that's on the YouTube membership. You guys know my YouTube memberships. That's like the light versions of what's on my Patreon. But, it's definitely there. So I'm like, man, and shout out to all my videos that I've done, without Austin in the title. We just did one recently on South Africans kicking out Americans. This got some pretty high views too. We did this one. This was primarily on MTR, and this one was on Alpha Male Strap. This one actually got some pretty good views as well. But yeah, man, shout out to those videos that are also ranking pretty high. And as we can see, let me go right here real quick. Let's go right here real quick. As we can see, the most popular videos on my live streams are the ones where we talk about, different content. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about passport bros. We got to talk about foundational Black South Africans. We do get some good views off of Austin too. So shout out to Austin. I know we ain't messing with him right now, but shout out to Austin for giving some of those good views. But yeah, as you guys can see on the channel, man, even the most popular right here, South African videos, those rank pretty nice. Shout out to South Africa for, they're welcoming. My polygamy videos do pretty good. Actually, where's Austin's in these? Damn. Yeah, these ones ain't even, damn, we just been scrolling. My bedroom podcast was doing pretty good. We had to discontinue that one. But if anybody wants more bedroom podcast videos, check out the Patreon. That's where all of them are at. If you guys want them, we probably can bring them back too. Austin stands his homosexual trolls. Oh my gosh. SM says Traveltriberaw is also a con man. Do not super chat him. Interesting. So check this out, right? Super chat is to show support. That's not somebody conning you. You know what I'm saying? Conning you would be if I told you guys like this live stream right here. This was a great video. I could have easily just conned people for this. But you guys know over here we keep it raw and real. Not one video do I have where anybody can say that, oh, Traveltriberaw conned me out of some money. There's not one scheme that I've been in, nothing like that, because I live a very sound and upright life. I am no scam artist. I am just a simple man trying to legacy build, as simple as that. And I am legacy building. I'm getting lots of things done behind the scenes. I'm a very quiet person. Lots of things are getting done behind the scenes. Anyways, but yeah, be careful when you guys are paying for these digital courses, though, guys. Be careful when you're paying for these digital courses. The only thing I'll say that you guys should really support when you're supporting a content creator, their Patreon, maybe their YouTube memberships, and maybe super chatting in to show them some support and some love. But if somebody asks you just for some money real quick and, oh my God, my femur just broke. I need some money. Like, come on, y'all. Like, that's a lot of times it'd be scams, man. It'd be scams. And the sad thing too is like, life is hard. So I sometimes I can even feel it. Like, I even can understand, like, if I really try to think from their mind, the mind of like somebody that's scamming, I can imagine not every scammer just gets into things and just starts scamming. Maybe they're really struggling financially and they have to keep up this money pool. Maybe it was a slow month for Austin. I'm still not even saying he really scammed, but I'm just saying maybe it was a slow month. Who knows the reason that he had to start asking for that money? But all we can say is that it's very weird that a lot of y'all haven't got y'all refunds yet. So be careful of those type of scams when you guys are, dishing out money to your favorite content creators, man. If you're going to get one of their master classes or something, make sure the master class is actually going to be beneficial to your life, and they need to have some records and reviews, et cetera, et cetera. So just keep that in mind. I wonder if Traveltriberaw overstays his visa in South Africa. Anyone know? Bro's an illegal immigrant. You're crazy as hell. Ken, I'm about to block you, man. Call in real quick. well, we don't block over here. That's for women, but we do put you guys on timeout. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to put your woman on timeout. Sometimes you got to put these grown fools on timeout too. You know, lots of haters here. It's funny to see. I know. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. And that goes for all the people that are, you know, showing some hate right now. I need you guys to call in. What we do here is if you're going to troll, that's fine, but you have to call in and then you can come back to the comments after. All right? But you do have to call in. You don't have to show your face. Lots of cowards, I understand. Don't even have to show your face. Just call in. Let's go ahead and do this. More content on the Patreon and YouTube memberships. Not only content like this, but content like yo, hold up. Did you know you can get more content on the Patreon and YouTube memberships? Not only content like this, but content like this, and this for less than a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. Come on, y'all. As well as group chat access, masterclass access, and so much more, even consultations. For the most raw and juicy content, check out the Patreon today with over 60 plus members. Join the tribe. Holla. I know, y'all. I know I keep playing that video. The reason I'm playing it is because when I put it into clips, there's reasons for that, all right? There's reasons for that. It's going to pop up as a clip on one of my clips and shit. Anyways, let's go back to Austin's videos, man. Let's go back to Austin. Okay, we have Ken. Ken called in. Shout out to Ken, man. I really do appreciate the trolls for it. This is like the only night that we've actually had like trolls call in. Like, this is really nice, man. We do have some trolls call in sometimes.
What up, what up?
Ken? What's going on? Go ahead, get your trolling out.
No, I'm just trolling, bro. Like, honestly, I'm just trolling. But, bro, you gotta chill, though. You gotta chill with the Austin stuff, bro.
Doan8 says, show how many members you actually have. Yes, I actually currently right now as it sits have 61 Patreon members. So shout out to all my amazing Patreon supporters. As you guys know, I had a previous channel, so a lot of people follow me over to this channel, and I'm very appreciative. But yes, on patreon.com/Traveltriberaw, link in the description. I have about 61 Patreon supporters as it currently sits. But yeah, go ahead and Ken, go ahead and talk to me real quick. What exactly? Doan also says, show the dashboard. How about you? I got to keep it PG-13. Ken, please continue.
No, like, I'm just making sure you're good, like the visa, like everything's straight. Like, I don't want you in that, South African ice truck. You feel me? So just looking out for me. That's all, bro.
Right. No, I appreciate that. You know, one thing about me, you never have to worry about my life as a man. I live a very righteous life. I never do anything illegal, and I do a lot of responsible activities. So you never have to worry about me, even with my associates as well. You'll never see me in a scandal, having somebody around me that is, accused of certain activities with, young women or young ladies, excuse me. So, you'll never really see that. So, yeah. How's your life going, Ken? Are you doing okay? Are you living an appropriate, upright life?
Nah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Just looking out, man. Just looking out, making sure you're straight,
Okay. What are you doing with your life?
Wait, hold up 1 second.
Oh, okay. He has to think about it. All right.
Anyway, I got a dip. But yeah, man, stay safe out there, bro.
Well, damn, Ken, I didn't mean to offend. I was just asking, what are you doing with your life? Are you doing anything? Okay. All right. Damn, oh shit. Look, y'all, it's not me, it's y'all. Y'all didn't damn, I guess I'm a bully, huh? Yeah, it's not my fault. I just asked him, I said, what you doing with your life, man? I'm like, damn, what just happened? Oh shit. Oh, damn it. They can go ahead and say LOL. He said he has to go, and now he said LOL. He back, I guess, He don't want to defend his alcoholic daddy. Right. Ken, why you leave like that? What just happened? Oh my gosh. I don't know what just happened right there. That was so odd. They just asked him, how you doing? How's your life going? Sometimes, yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I'm curious too. What just happened? Damn, you think he crying or something? Shit. I didn't mean to offend. Y'all think that was that a messed up question to ask? Oh my God. Damn. Okay, let's go to the scams because we still on the scams, right? So we talked about his laptop scam. I sided with the audience a bit. I said, yeah, that does kind of seem weird. I did give that to the audience. Damn, is this like new information that they found out about? They said the visa comment. Ken, why are you still here? Ken, you just said right now that you have to go. I said, well, how's your life going? You said, I actually, can you give me 1 second? I said, no problem. So maybe something's going on. He then says, okay, I have to go. I'm like, okay, what just happened? Wow. Okay. It's interesting. Yeah, wow indeed, man. Wow indeed. Anyways, let's get back to the scams, man. Okay. Americans, okay, let me see. Where are the scams at? I know somebody said he was scamming for $50,000. $50,000. Let's see if this is legit. So this is the real one that I'm like, there ain't no way that this brother really out here think he was. But good luck. Maybe he will make his 50K. But I mean, I'm hoping that it's legit, man. Like I said, I don't know the brother no more. So I'm just going off of what y'all tell me. Thought I knew him, but people change. Even some of Austin's comments, even he has some shit to say about foundational Black Americans. I'm like, hold on, brother. Wait a minute. And I know for me personally, I was a little bit off-putted at first about being an FBA as well. I didn't really claim that at first because I was in the belief that all of us melanated people, especially the Africans, I thought we was all the same. So I was so, pro-Black, but I realized, I said, damn, this doesn't really benefit us like that. I mean, I've had trouble in certain countries, right, for leaving the country early. I've had immigration ask me, why did you wait till the last week to leave? In multiple countries in Africa. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's wrong with me leaving before my visa expires? Why do you guys have me in like a turret room? You guys, I can't say the name, but the people that planes and stuff. Yeah, why do you guys have me in this room if I've done everything legal? What's that about? And they're like, well, you stayed all the way until your visa was about to expire. I said, but did it expire? No, but it's still, and then they get mad at you and they're like, don't talk to us aggressive. Don't be mean. So I realize what they're doing though. They're trying to get money out of us, right? And this is why I started to realize, I said, you know what? In America, us foundational Black Americans, we've set up something really good, right? For us Americans inside of America, right? For us foundational Black Americans, we've set up something really good for a lot of Africans when they come to America. You don't just get sent back home or kicked out of the country, even if you overstayed your visa and have done something actually illegal. This is the same issue a lot of South Africans are having right now as it pertains to the other African countries. They're like, wait a minute, you're in our country and you're literally here illegally. Now, it's okay to be in South Africa. They're okay with anybody being in South Africa, but a lot of them are saying, well, if you guys are here illegally, that's a huge problem because we don't want illegal people in our country, and I kind of understand that, what I'm saying? Because even me as an American, I don't want illegal people in America. I don't. I want people to go the right way, get their legal citizenship. Do I support how ICE is treating illegal people and bashing them upon the head and just pow, and they're so trigger happy? Hell no. Do I believe ICE needs to get some serious disciplinary actions for their foolish crimes? Yeah, I do believe that. But, do I also believe that ICE is operating damn near like a gang, like the police into some capacities, especially down south? Hell yeah. But I will say this. Getting illegal people out of your country is very important. My thing, this is when I started realizing that as a foundational Black American, us contributing so much to Africa isn't really in our benefit, right? Because I realized this. It was two countries I went to, and I left these countries before my visa expired. And the people in the immigration office said, well, why did you stay this long? And I told the first African country, I said, I was here to be with my people. Why are you interrogating me like I've done something wrong? I'm leaving before my visa expires. I have a week left. I could still end and leave at the end of this week if I wanted to. But they're like, but why were you here for so long though? I was like, yeah, I understand. I was here for a while because I wanted to be with my people. These Africans asked me, well, who's your people? I said, well, I thought you guys were. And they looked at each other and then they all start laughing. Ha, 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 ha. And they start speaking in their little silly language. And I say, wow, that's very disrespectful. you goddamn bug. You're a disrespectful little street rat. And if it was just me and you, I would beat the brakes off you for disrespecting me. But you're so lucky that I have to respect the law instead of respecting the raw. Because if it was really just us confined in a space and you choose to disrespect me in these manners, just because you're some type of, authority doesn't mean I have to respect you when it comes to a raw and real world. That's the life I'm used to living, that life. But I have to respect the laws. And this is why I'm a law-abiding citizen worldwide. Because I always do the legalities. I always respect the legalities in every country I go to. But the disrespect of these immigration officers where they tell me, well, why were you in our country so long? And I'm like, I'm here to be with you guys. I thought you guys were my people. And they looked at each other, started laughing, speaking in their language. Mind you, I was in an interrogation room. This wasn't simple interrogation questions. But I realized over time why these African countries do that. They were doing that because they wanted to get money off of me. They wanted to get money. They just didn't ask me for the money. That's why they used to put me in those interrogation rooms. It was 2 African countries that did this. I've been to damn near half of the countries in this continent of Africa, but 2 countries in Africa specifically interrogated me and were so rude to me. And I said, man, this is crazy, because if this was raw, I would beat the brakes off of you. I would love it too. I love the thought of just eliminating demons from this planet. I'm really a part-time demon slayer, seriously. Not just slaying them in the bedroom, but slaying them in real life. If it's a real demon that I come into contact with, I want them slayed. I want them out of this world. I don't want them to affect my life or another foundation of Black Americans' life, right? So this was going on. When we have these Africans come to our country, I started to realize, I said, well, hold on, I'm so Pan-African, I'm so pro-diaspora. But wait a minute, when I go to their country, they're not pro-diaspora. They're not pro-Black American like that. And the biggest realization for me as a foundational Black American that Africans were not really our people is when I started asking them. I said, hey, this person says, Okara says, LOL, you funny. Oh yeah, you like that Demon Slayer joke, huh? But no, the biggest revelation for me when it comes to these Africans was when I start asking Africans, hey, what's your thoughts about Black Americans getting reparations? And all of them were against it. I'm not opposed to people saying that, oh, it's never going to happen for Black Americans. But if you don't believe that Black Americans are deserving of reparations for the inhumane science experiments that they ran on our offspring, on our women, on the brothers, the evil that they did to us, the torture, eating us, et cetera, that's when I realized, I said, you know what? This isn't an equal trade-off. I can no longer call myself a Pan-African because I am not for unity of Africa like that. I do think we need division. There's too much division already. I think we need to keep moving into that pace so we can get into our tribes that make sense. Because even as it pertains to me being a foundational Black American, there are some foundational Black American women that I do not mess with, but there's others that I do. Very, very minuscule and small percentage of them, but there is some that I'm like, damn, these are real queens. I'd take a bullet for them, but a huge majority of them, hell no, because their beliefs do not align with my tribe. Yes, we're both FBA, but our mentalities, they do not align. So I'm happy that I got educated on the whole FBA sphere so I can, be able to understand that, But anyways, let's continue. Let's get on to Auston. Yeah, and I was saying, though, I got into this because I was saying Auston has had certain comments on foundational Black Americans as well. He says something about like, oh, how, foundational Black Americans, that's such a dumb thing and all this shit like that. I'm like, no, we do need to, have some kind of ethnic group. You know what I'm saying? We do need to have a new title, not an ethnic group, but we do need to have a new title for ourselves. We do need to have a new title. The Jamaicans have their own title. All these other countries have their own title. We need our own title as well. Instead of let me see. Well, Dalo, you can come and find out. I mean, I'm not hiding from anybody. I've traveled all around the world. Why don't you call in? So many of you guys are such cowards. You guys will never call in. And to not be able to face a man virtually shows me that you're a real worm. You're a real bug. You're an insect. You're nobody, Yeah, FBA and Pan-Africanism do not mix. That's a fact. They do not mix whatsoever. You know, you have to truly pick one, you know, and then even after that, you still have to have your tribe. Very important. Let's see about this scam for Auston Holleman's scam, right? This is a hilarious picture right here, actually. How did he? Okay, busted. This is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of funny. Feel free to make some pictures of me like this too, y'all. If y'all got any little AI little effects that you can do as a liar scammer, here's the proof of broke passport, bro. Should we entertain his video, guys? You guys let me know. Should I click that video? Y'all let me know. Let's, because I was looking for, there was one I seen about $50,000. I know somebody else told me about the $50,000 too. Let me see real quick. That's why I can't do Patreon. Okay. I suppose after you forgot about his own real estate scam. Okay, let's go into the real estate scam real quick. Let's see.
You've got a great idea. GoDaddy has the perfect.
Let's see what they say about the real estate scam.
Realtors to help them. You gave me $5 grand, and then they'll pay me thousands of dollars. Thousands. I didn't furnish my apartment.
All right, politics. Yeah, we're gonna play that one next. Show some love. Hit the super chat, y'all.
Off of motherfuckers. I'm gonna start setting y'all up. I'm gonna invite a goon, and I'm gonna get you.
Let's do some cleaning real quick on the channel. We have some people to put in timeout. This weirdo right here, that's already such a weird name. And maybe, I'm not gonna lie, it is starting to occur to me that a lot of Austin's supporters that come onto this channel, they do have some very weird names. Like, you know, for instance, this person right here is called D of Steel. We have somebody else. What was his name? Dr. Feelgood. These are all supporters of Auston Holleman too. You see me, somebody that sometimes supports my channel. This is Danny H. I see him a lot. He has a very regular name. We have Willow. We have Calvin. We have, you know, some other people here. You know, it's like my supporters, they don't be using names like this. So it's very odd that so many of Austin's, you know, supporters have very weird names, man. It's very weird. You know, it's very, very weird. Most definitely. Let's continue though.
I'm gonna steal y'all money because y'all trying to go around me. I'm your only friend. I told you that. You said looking for properties here as well. Which areas are your favorite for investment right now? I don't know. I've never gotten a property, so I can't tell you that. I mean, if you ask me the question a different way, like what areas do I like for whatever reason, yeah. But I've never bought a property in Kenya, so.
All right, so this is Auston Holleman. Auston Holleman deleted the footage. Once again, deleted the footage. He thought he got away with this. This was a drunk Auston Holleman crash out. So he crashed out because he was trying to middleman a real estate situation in Kenya. You know what? Let's just play the goddamn video and let's break it down as we go on.
Right.
So what I'm here to say is you motherfuckers is coming in. I can't stand niggas. And I'm not a racist, but I'm about to be. Because I'm tired of motherfuckers coming to Kenya. So let me tell you something. Dudes will literally book a consultation with your only friend, Auston Holleman. They will pay me $300. My consultations are $300 an hour. They'll pay me $300 an hour. And what they'll say is, Auston, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, I want you to do this. Keep in mind, I'm your only friend.
Why does he keep saying, is he really, why do you keep saying that? I'm your only friend. Like, y'all ain't got friends? Like, damn, man.
I've been out here for 14 months in total. Okay, I know every realtor know in the city know me. Fuck the realtors, they know me. I've literally had people in the Kenyan government tweet about me.
Stay off
The weed.
Bro,
Put down
chill out, bro. Chill out.
the bottle.
And you can verify that. He talking about Austin come back to Kenya. So motherfuckers know me.
What is this? What is this video? Like, I mean, what is going on right here? Like, what's going on? Right? Somebody said, told you he drank. Yeah. Okay, I kind of see it, right? Listen, man, you know, when you're trying to be cool with somebody, right? See, I know you guys are like, see, we told you he'd be drinking a lot. Listen, see, I looked at Austin as a friend, right? So yeah, you notice some issues and stuff, and you just hope that he's getting better. You know what I'm saying? You hoping that, you know, that he'll just not be like this and stuff. But maybe the drinks have gone to his head or something. Who knows what's happening? But I'm just like, this is a different Austin from the one that I was cool with many years ago. So, you know, it's very odd to see him act like this, honestly. And I've seen certain videos and stuff, but I try to, you know, when it's somebody that you cool with, like you really try in your mind to like really convince yourself, like, well, as long as he's not beating nobody, as long as he's not doing that. But this is kind of weird. Like he flexing, he's not getting his sentences out. It is a bit odd.
Okay. And and I'm not gonna say nothing crazy about y'all because everybody ain't bad. But what y'all will do is y'all will book with me, come to Kenya, and be asking motherfuckers that I know to help you out. Little did you know, these was the same motherfuckers I was gonna hook you up with. So if you motherfuckers are too dumb to understand, here's an analogy.
What did he say?
Analogy. You up with. So if you motherfuckers are too dumb to understand, here's an analogy.
All right, I'm too dumb to understand. Clearly, I'm entirely too dumb to understand. So these people are paying you $300 an hour for these consultations. They are flying into Kenya and they're speaking to the people. They found a.
I ain't gonna lie, man. If y'all go on patreon.com/Traveltriberaw, y'all can get yourself a whole consultation for the goddamn low price of $69.99. You feel me? I got a 30-minute consultation plus the master classes, group chat access, and all of the exclusive content that I be posting on the goddamn patreon.com/Traveltriberaw, link in the mother effing description, man. So I'm just saying, boy, you know, I'm just saying. Oh yeah, shout out to this live. This also did pretty well. Shout out to that one. But yeah, 72 posts. Yeah, we coming up, man. Got a lot of great content, but let me bring this back. Share this tab instead. Boom.
Way to speak to the people that you were going to redirect them to anyway. So you're mad that they found the people that you were going to send them to anyway. So you're essentially mad that your middleman situation got X'd out. You got X'd out of the situation. You're cutting your money that you were going to finesse out of.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie, man. If you charge me $300 to do a goddamn consultation, boy, I'm Xing you out too. Boy, you out of here, nigga. What you thought this was? Like, bro, hey, man, if you got a middleman, you ain't even supposed to be like, if you got to connect, you ain't even supposed to put your plug out there because then everybody else gonna try to go to the source. Like, that's basic knowledge, bro. Like, how you even get a shit mixed up like that? You feel me? That's crazy, man.
Them got fucked up. So they met the person you were gonna link them with anyway. I'm very confused.
So if you motherfuckers are too dumb to understand, here's an analogy. You enroll in a new high school, right? And you say, hey, I want to come sign up for Juan Seguin High School in Arlington, Texas. Austin's gonna be my algebra teacher. And then your dumb ass gonna go ask the principal, how do I get to algebra class? Little do your ass know.
Introducing ClickUp.
Yo, like, what is this dude talking about? Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, this is why I don't really watch Austin. Like, some of y'all be saying shit sometimes, like, and I'd be like, bro, I really don't even know, you know, what be happening in Austin's life like that. Like, you know, GM's Nightmare says, if you are an FBA, I'm curious on what you hope to achieve in Africa. You know, a common misconception of people that are FBA is that when we travel, we have to be trying to achieve something or something like that. FBA is only just your category of what you're in, like your racial category. That's what it is. You know, FBA is like, I'm a foundational Black American. That's like somebody saying that they're Jamaican, or somebody saying that they're, you know, Haitian or some shit. Like that's how that works. There's no like, oh, like, what are you got to accomplish
That
something.
was not a one-to-one analogy according to what you said initially. How you said that they're meeting the person that you would send them to when they get down to Kenya. You're not the algebra teacher in the equation. You're the principal. They're the algebra teacher.
Yeah, like like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's what I was thinking too. Like, I'm like, bro, this shit is super confusing. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm super confused. This why I don't be watching this content, and this why I just be like, okay, I F with him from the far, bro. Like, I F with you like from a distance, bro. Like, you know, we cool, but from a distance, because I can't even have you around me like that. Like, I don't know what I remember when Austin first came to the country and we kicked it and shit, and everything was cool. And I was listening to the brother talk. I was like, man, I'm happy he's over here. Like, I think this dude can do some big things for certain countries in Africa, right? Like, I had put him on to a lot of people and, you know, tried to like really try to get him in certain places. But then I remember, like, as time went by, I think he even told me something like, he said, I'm not that serious about it as you, or something. He said something, I don't want to misquote, because as a man, it's important to quote correctly. But he said something about like, oh, I'm not that deep into it like you, or something like that. And then that's when I was like, damn, like, he ain't really trying to, you know, do certain things for, like, you know, certain people. This idiot says, if you FBA, you shouldn't even be in Africa to begin with. Your home is here. That's so foolish. That's a dumb comment. If I'm Jamaican, can I not travel to other countries? What are you talking about? You guys don't understand how FBA really works, man. FBA is not some type of like group, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like the KKK shouldn't be in Inglewood, California. That's where I grew up, right? They shouldn't be over there because all Black people, they will whoop on you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's simple as that. You know, what's going on? You know?
She gonna break you to my shit.
It's not like a group. You know what I'm saying? Like the KKK, they a group. They group is supposed to be in certain places. FBA is just a racial category, like, so we can understand who exactly deserves these reparations that the rest of the world doesn't want us to get, because they're jealous of what our ancestors have done for us. So let's go ahead and listen to what Austin's talking about, because it look like now he raging out. Yo, this shit kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. Like, why is he raging out like this? And why does his eyes look like this? Damn, this really how he be when he be drunk, huh? Damn.
Principal, they're the algebra teacher.
And I want y'all to know I really ain't feeling good today, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't gonna tell y'all this, but I took 2 shits today and 2 you know what I'm saying? I threw up twice. You know what I'm saying? I really, I ate some shit that messed me up, you know. I think it was my breakfast too. I'm not gonna lie. But once I got it out, I was good after that. Don't you love when you could just throw it up real quick and then like you just, you know, you can just carry on with your day and make your money. That's how I was get this shit done.
She gonna break you to my shit. Sign up for Warren Seguin High School in Arlington, Texas.
Wait, why did he say that?
Well, they're the algebra teacher.
She gonna break you to my shit. Sign up for Warren Seguin High School in Arlington, Texas. Austin's gonna be my algebra teacher. And then your dumb ass gonna go ask the principal, how do I get to algebra class? Little do your ass know, she gonna break you to my shit. Dumb fuck. So I'm done with that. I just had to say that.
Damn, I ain't notice how it got, man. Like, I mean, I ain't know this how shit was looking, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this kind of explains a lot. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, this kind of starting to explain why Austin be acting so weird. He be hitting me up and just not really following through. Like, and I really hope everything go good with his life, honestly, because this is just really weird behavior. I'm not gonna lie. They said that is not Z in the background. Okay, well, luckily she didn't have to see this side of him. I hope Yeah, I hope maybe he's just joking or something. You know, what he said is disgusting. 2 shits and vomited twice. Come on, man. Why even say these things on camera? Because we're men. We're not mice. We can be honest about these things. Goddamn. What a foolish comment. These people are so soft and weak. It's disgusting. Please don't be around me if you're weak. It's a disease. I can't catch that shit, please.
It's like the lights are all on, but nobody in the building. It's like
I'm gonna start setting y'all up.
Plumbing says, please stop educating these folks about FBA. Skip their comments. Yeah, you know, you gotta just, you gotta just leave certain things be, right? He didn't know Z back then. Okay, for sure. They're talking about Z, who's Auston Holleman's wife. It was what he told me. So.
I'm gonna invite a goon, and I'm gonna steal y'all money because y'all trying to go around me. I'm your only friend. I told you that.
Yo, that "I'm your only friend" slogan screams I'm speaking to a bunch of loser ass incels with no friends, no women, nothing going for them, just their passport.
And they say I'm tripping. No, you're not in my position. I've been pissed off about this for about 6 months. So this ain't even recent. I done had dudes come to Kenya. They done paid me They done paid me $4,000 and $5,000 to get their place, show them around all that. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I know a realtor that's gonna help you buy a place. What place you want? I'm with them the whole.
Okay, so these folks are paying you $4,000 and $5,000, but you are online complaining about the business that's go. I'm so confused. Are you just trying to flex for the women in the back, the woman in the background?
I ain't gonna lie, boy. If he really making this money, I need to up my prices because I think I've been to more African countries than this brother. Like, I've been literally to half of the goddamn countries in the continent of Africa, y'all. Like, no cashapp. So we might have to let me pull me up on the screen real quick so y'all can see what's really popping. Hold on. Check this out real quick. Cause I got some good prices. I got some good prices, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, you can get the YouTube membership, $4.99, Patreon Vote, $8.99. That got all the exclusive content and the group chat for $8.99. That's literally around the amount of a goddamn McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese and bacon. Like, literally. That's actually just the burger, actually, for that price. The whole meal, I think, is like $11 and some change or some shit. You know, anyways, Patreon, the elite, access, yeah, that's for $69.99. You guys can, I'm kind of looking at the screen. I see some of it's kind of cut off, y'all, so excuse me for that. But yeah, you get the group chat access, exclusive master classes, 30-minute consultation. Austin is okay. You wilding. Some of you. How much countries have you been to in Africa? You can just guarantee it's been almost half of the countries in this continent, which has been a lot.
What type of work is this, bruh?
Whole time. These motherfuckers asking other realtors to help them.
I
You gave me $5,000.
If you want to understand how things work.
Uh-oh. One time I got copyrighted on this stupid, this dumb thing, man. I was like, oh my God. Copyright me off a commercial for 5 seconds.
And this is why black folks ain't no good. Let's just start there. And I'm not talking about Africans. I'm talking about
See, that's the thing about me, right? Like, I don't know how to explain this to y'all, but I'll explain it to y'all in the best way I can. The reason that my prices are like this, right? Where you guys can see how on your screen from my Patreon and my YouTube memberships, the reason my stuff is like this is because the master classes, this is stuff that I want everybody to be able to afford so it can benefit your life. This YouTube stuff, yes, it's added money for me. Patreon has added money. I appreciate any cent that I get. But the way I look at this, I really want it to benefit people. My money can come from the advertising and stuff like that. I'm not here to rip off the people. I want you guys to really take something from my content, So yeah, I really want you guys to be able to take something from my content, man. It's very important for me because I was also ripped off by a lot of content creators early on when I first started traveling. many years, even before I left America and I was just traveling around America. I was trying to figure out, how can I make online money? How can I live a life worth living? How can I leave a legacy on this world? But the issue is that so many of these people lied to me. I paid for all these courses, y'all. I paid $1,000 one time for this one course. It was to do, Google SEO. That was one of the first ones. Then I paid for a few other courses, and I was like, man, when says yes, you want to reach a good amount of people. Exactly. So that's why I made the prices so good, because you're getting quality and you're also getting my understanding and the things that I've learned from my years of traveling around the world, the information that I know, which is very valuable. I'm not giving you information that you can just find on AI or ChatGPT. A lot of the content here on YouTube, oh, it's fun, it's friendly. The content on a Patreon, that's where we get to finance. That's where we talk about legacy. That's where we have the women that are from tribes talking to the camera, et cetera, et cetera. It's really good content, Plumbing says, times have changed. I used to pay 25 cents and panel would drop to see ladies dance. Now $69.99. Well, that's for a 30-minute consultation with me. And I've traveled to more continents than just Africa, by the way. Also, you're getting my master classes, group chat access to have a brotherhood group chat. It's literally active right now as we speak. The brothers are probably in their messaging right now. You also get exclusive content for all of my content. Now, the only thing about this $69.99 one is because I'm just starting off and it's just me, there's only a few limited spots in this, right? I have about 7 spots left. It's been like that since like early this month. But, I'm thinking that, as time goes on, it might pick up to where I might not even be able to, just answer everybody's consultations and have everything charted off by myself. So I might have to add on a team, but that's later on. For right now, we keeping it real simple because I just want to help people out, man. That's really all to it. Y'all see this $8.99? It's appreciated, but it don't really change my pockets to how the business that I actually do in real life when I turn off this camera, how this benefits me. Okay, so it's just a little bit different. I'm not, some of these content creators, they're overly relying on their content to get them paid. I don't overly rely on content. I don't trust it like that, honestly. I don't trust a lot of things in this life, but especially, online money. You got to be really careful about that. That's why I constantly work different gigs. I make different money. Like my money's not just coming from one spot, guys. I have money just moving around. I'm a money maker, y'all. That's my life. I'm a hustler. So let me go ahead and put these beautiful ladies back up on the screen real quick. Get y'all that little view real quick. I know y'all like seeing that.
Motherfuckers, Black Americans. Because we can't even trust each other. Nigga, listen, if I steal your money, I'm not that hard to find. The police just extorted me a week and a half ago. They'll be in my shit in 10 minutes. So I can't steal your money. And Zino, nigga, ain't nobody. Listen, I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm not even trying to get out of character.
You ain't trying to get out of character.
No, that is crazy. This is some crazy. What is he talking about? You say you're not trying to get out of character, brother. I think you already been out of character for the last few minutes, boy. You out here going wild on these dudes, man. Let me see something real quick, y'all. Hold on real quick. After you forgot about his own real estate. Pastor Bros want revenge after I called out this. Let me see something real quick. Let me see something. Let me see. Where is this? Okay, let's react to this one. I know somebody said I should react to this earlier. This is the one about Auston Holleman, his $50,000 scam or something like that. Let's see what's up. Let's check it out.
I think you are a scammer. Can I call you Mr. or Mrs. Auston? Why are you a scammer? Oh my God. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. Auston Holleman is learning Taekwondo. He's gonna.
It's hard, y'all. It's not easy to do content, man. Poor guy. He trying to be funny, just like me. Sometimes the jokes just do not be hitting. That joke right there was weak as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But it's hard to do content, y'all. You got to try to be funny and entertaining because, man, the audience retention is so low sometimes because people's brains is like can only focus like a goldfish. I think they say we got less of a brain than the goldfish these days. Our attention span is less. So you got to do all these little weird things to, it's too much, man. Boy,
he's gonna smack the hell out of me, man. He's gonna beat the hell out of me, man. Apparently,
send in the super chat wins. We'll go back to the video. Send in super chat.
Auston Holleman said, goddamn, he said, I'm an horrible person. I'm stuck in Auston Holleman. I don't like to use this word, but nigga, I ain't gay. This is how they speak. Nigga, man, I ain't gay. If you want to fight me, I'll learn some taekwondo. I'm going to smack the hell out of you, man. I'm going to get a restraining order.
But like, I'm just not going to be as open. Everybody's going to have to stay at a distance from now. Like, I need to literally just work and hang out with Z and maybe a few hand select full of friends that I have, and that's it.
A restraining order, man. Mate, my man, listen, my man is shaking.
Oh, shout out to Wins.
From now, like, I need to literally.
Yep, he just said, let's go back to the video. Shout out, man. This is a man that put his money where his mouth is, man. Shout out to the brother for the super chat. He sent in $5, says salute. And he did say he want to go back to that video. So let's go back to that video, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of happy that you sent that in, brother. This is getting a little weird right here. This video right here is getting a little like it's getting a little weird.
He's gonna smack the hell out of me, man.
It's getting a little odd, man. So I appreciate that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sheesh. Let me go ahead and get back to that video, y'all. That shit was getting weird. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was getting really weird. Let me see. Where was I'm choosing? Where was that video, y'all? Is this one, right? New passport bro scam. Which one was it? This one? Suppose after he real estate. That's
These motherfuckers asking other
For you, what type of work is this, bruh?
whole time. These motherfuckers asking other realtors to help them. You gave me $5 grand.
Appreciate it.
And this is why black folks ain't no good. Let's just start there. And I'm not talking about Africans. I'm talking about you motherfuckers, black Americans. Because we can't even trust each other. Nigga, listen, if I steal your money, I'm not that hard to find. The police just extorted me a week and a half ago. They'll be in my shit in 10 minutes. So I can't steal your money.
You know, one of the things inside of my group chat right now, one of the biggest things is trying to do business with a brotherhood, right? And, you know, one of the things is that while we do have a nice group chat going, right? While I do have a nice brotherhood group chat, if you join the Patreon, you'll be able to access this group chat. And it's also on WhatsApp too. So we have two different group chats. You know, both are great. But the biggest issue that I can see, and this is me just being an honest, raw, and realistic man, is doing business with these brothers and everybody being all on the same page. It's not that, you know, this brother might not have a good idea or something, or this brother might not have a good idea. No, everybody is doing their business. Everybody has something going for them inside the group chat. But at the same time, it's very hard to trust that your money is going to be safely, you know, invested into whatever business the other person is saying. You know, it's different when you're just talking and having basic conversations. Oh, maybe one of the guys from the brotherhood, maybe he's saying, hey, man, I need everybody to send me 100 real quick, man. My card is locked. I just need, you know, enough to pay for an apartment tonight and get this food. Okay, cool. The brotherhood can step in and send some money on the cash apps, you know, whatever. But as it pertains to like real business, you know, I just don't think a lot of us are there yet. You know what I'm saying? Not, at least not just yet, you know, because it can be. I've contemplated this so many times because I'm like, it could be so easy for me and my brotherhood right now on this group chat to just go ahead and just start doing some type of business. But it's just the fact of the matter that we have to ensure that, there's proof and that there's receipts and that people are insured. And there's so many things that go into these things when you're trying to do business within your group chat. Yeah, Wynn says, yes, you have to have organizational transparency and proof of concept. That was beautifully said, actually, better than even how I said it. That was very well said. Yeah, you need to have these things when you're, trying to do a business with, a group of men that you haven't even really met, honestly. So that's the only thing, man. So, as it pertains to this Austin Holleman trying to do business, I just feel like it's something where it's like, why would you just trust a random person online? I mean, it's just, I wouldn't even tell y'all to invest in me. Like, don't invest. I mean, this small super chats, you know what I'm saying? It's highly appreciated, but don't get it twisted. This isn't like thousands of dollars. See, when at some point somebody in the group chat did talk about an investment at some point, and we were talking about it, and I said, hold on, we need to really get some receipts first. And the person ended up leaving the group chat because I had mentioned this and I'm like, we need some receipts to know that you're doing real business and to understand that we can really, trust this money, like that we can trust that we're going to get a good ROI on our investment. It's just so dangerous to gamble your money away. You might as well just do stocks. It's just too dangerous. And stocks are a bit more stable than, just investing in a random person's like dreams of business. So, it's just, yeah, you got to be really, careful just investing thousands of dollars. At some point in time, it sounds nice. You finally have your brotherhood and stuff, but you need to ensure, because maybe that brother knows something and maybe they just haven't gave you the full information. They know that it's good and profitable, but they just haven't explained it all the way. So it's important with Black people, because Austin Holleman did mention, that's why I'm talking about this now. He did mention being Black and talking about business as a Black person. Yeah, it's important that if you're going to do business with other Black people, we have to understand that we have came from a short end of the stick. We are dealing with a lot of Black people maybe trying to F us out of money. It's not going to be like a goddamn Nigerian scam where you're not going to see none of the money ever, but you are probably not going to get as much of a profit, or you're going to be asking constant questions like, hey, what happened to this? What happened to that? The good thing inside of America, at least for us foundational Black Americans, you can find somebody. In Africa, if you invest in somebody, that person could be gone and you'll never see them ever again. For us, you can just look somebody up, and it's simple as that, So anyways, at least your money is decently protected, but it's still not enough, still not enough. Yes, partners must be vetted. It's called the zero trust. Verify always method. Yes, very important. Mankobi says, I remember Austin and his friends, Bobby lied about my country, South Africa. Interesting. Some extreme shows in the chat, Traveltriberaw. Yeah, I already know. Yeah, we asked them to call in. I'm about to put them on timeout in a second, actually. Like we always say, you guys can troll, but you have to call in first to get your trolling privileges, okay? You don't even have to show your face. Just call in and give me some more content.
And Zino, nigga, ain't nobody. Listen, I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm not even trying to get out of character.
You ain't trying to get out of character, sir. What is this? So this is your so you're in character. This is absolutely normal for you. I my bad.
You niggas will come to Kenya and meet a motherfucker wandering around a rice field, and you would trust him to Morty. So here's the crazy thing. Here's what I find crazy. Niggas will watch my video, come to Kenya, pay me. No, wait. Pay me for a consultation, and then they'll pay me thousands of dollars. Thousands. I didn't furnish my apartment off of motherfuckers. They will pay me thousands of dollars to show them around, but they won't trust me to introduce them to a fucking realtor, but they'll trust a motherfucker.
I'm not going to lie to you guys, too. I like to keep it raw and real, but this level of cursing would also kind of scare me off from doing business with somebody. Like, it would make me not want to do business with a person like this. I mean, if this is how this person talks about, I've had bad days in business where, like, let me explain, for instance, right? Like, I've had some assistants that I've just had to, like, let go. And I think to myself, like, damn, the stuff they did was just so, disrespectful, as in the fact that like they didn't do what they tried to cheat something and that cost me a lot of money. And I think to myself, like, damn, that was so rude and so mischievous and disrespectful that you almost want to like call them out and like just say something. But you know what I do? I say, you know what? I see this business relationship is not going to work out. I do appreciate you for your time. Take care. Very simply put like that. I'm not going to be online talking about, man, F this, da da da, da 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 da, and da da da. Yeah, and da 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 da. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And da da, like Rick and Morty. That's why I'd be saying sometimes, Austin give me Rick vibes. Like you just be sipping on whatever and just be, talking and shit. So, it's just kind of wild. It's just kind of wild, Rain says you also must be able to punish the people that do wrong, understanding that trauma is serious in the USA and Africa. Thank you for that comment. Why did you leave that comment right there? What was that in reference to? Firstly, this hooligan is young, 26 years old. So whoever take Austin seriously, then you're an idiot. I don't know why everybody acts like 26 years old is like, or I believe he's 27 now, right? Oh, shout out to Rain, man. Wow. Shout out to Rain, man. We get some real good love and super chats on this live stream, man. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Rain. Yeah, if you can just re-explain your question, I really appreciate it because I'm not understanding that question that you just said or what your statement actually. But yeah, shout out to Rain. This is one of the FBA sisters, one of the few good FBA sisters that we got. It's hard to get good FBA sisters, but like I say, man, they're out there. They're out there. Wynn says, yeah, Austin could have got his points across without all the emotion, yelling, and psychotic behavior. This is why I wanted to go back because didn't he joke about robbing FBA? He has a point, but damn, did he make a joke about robbing the FBA? Damn. Oh yeah, he did kind of joke and say I could have just robbed you off. But yeah, it's just all the cursing and stuff. I just, as a man, see, we keep saying these things like, oh, like, Austin, he's just so young. I mean, you guys are acting like he's a little boy or something. I don't know. A lot of you guys acting like Austin's like a child or some shit. Like, it's actually a bit disturbing. Like, oh, he's only a 26, 27-year-old young man. Like, no. He is a man now that's pushing into his 30s, mid 20s, and soon after he's closer to 30s than he is to his 20 years old. So he's pushing into man territory now. This is time to get serious. And the truth about it is that he can affect somebody's life, and just with how he's been with me and how he's constantly like, hey man, like, can we talk? And I say, okay, let's go ahead. And he ghosts and then starts posting online and makes these little videos. And then it hits me up again. Hey man, can we talk? Oh yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? And he's ghost again and just starts posting stuff online. I'm like, bruh, you're not really like the most responsible in my opinion, and that's why I'm saying maybe he changed or something, but he's not the most responsible to me. Like, me personally, I wouldn't do any investment with him. I mean, who knows if he's maybe helping somebody's life, but I just, even a couple $1,000 like for this and that, I'm like, it doesn't even cost that much to get a professional in that country to get you some assistance with finding land and property. Shit, I know some people that can get some legitimate land for a good price, to get that person that can show you around, a realtor, or whether you need somebody that is going to introduce you to the tribe, that owns the land. Depending on how much money you got.
Running around a goddamn coffee field with no shirt on.
No, you can't be that. That's hypocritical. That's hypocritical.
600 people watching that. I'm just saying.
Okay, let's answer what Rain said from earlier. Shout out to Rain again. She sent in a great super chat right there. She says, the moment regarding the group chat involving business that the people starting to misbehave. Right. That's also very important. Thank you for mentioning that. That's why I said this is a solid FBA sister. This is a very educated person. But she says, you also must be able to punish the people that do wrong, understanding that trauma is serious in the USA and Africa. Yeah, there does need to be consequences for brothers, a part of a brotherhood group chat, if they were to lie to the brotherhood. But that's pushing more into tribal, right? This is how I kind of look at the brotherhood, right? I look at it as like a gateway into, the actual tribe. Of course, right now, we're still all like, mingling. It's mainly for connections and to have like, people you can speak with, a decent brotherhood that has similar values to an extent, but after that would be the actual tribe. The tribe is where we're actually on code. That's when it gets really serious and everybody understands each other. We understand raw versus law, and we understand how our legacy will be brought into this world. That's more of the tribal, but that was a good statement though. You definitely do need to be able to punish people that do foolish actions like, try to scam the brotherhood. That would be important.
Saying, man, if you don't trust me, don't give me $4,000 and $5,000. Because they didn't ask for the money back.
How much did he say?
$5,000. Man, if you don't trust me, don't give me $4,000 and $5,000.
Like, what are y'all even giving him this money for? There ain't no way he making this money. Yeah, Wynn says, shout out to Rain for being a solid, commendable FBA sister. I can tell Traveltriberaw thinks highly of you. Yeah, I really do. And you too, Wins. You do seem like somebody that is more educated than most of these trolls. I mean, it's not hard to be more educated than a lot of these trolls here that are foolishly just leaving these comments. But, definitely we need to connect, brother. Go ahead and message me at Traveltriberaw on all my social media platforms, but especially Instagram. That's where I'm usually able to message people. And join the Patreon, man. I would love to have you inside the Brotherhood group chat so we can get you in there. You can mingle with all the other great brothers that we have there as well. You'd be a great addition. Let's go ahead and continue.
Because they didn't ask for the money back. So I didn't fuck them over. I'm your only friend. I'm a better friend than your fucking parents.
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not investing $4,000. Like, yo, I'm sorry. I can't lie. Bro, I swear, I'm trying my best. I can't invest $4,000 into somebody like this, y'all. I can't do it. There's no way. Like, if somebody talking like this, I would think like I'm gonna give him $4,000 and he's just gonna run off of my money. Like, what is he talking about? Why he talking like this too? I'm your only friend. I'm your only friend. Like boy, what? Nah. You trifling, boy. I ain't gonna lie, man. He doing too much. Oh my God.
Oh,
yo, hey, yo.
No, this is good. This is good.
And y'all talking about extradite somebody. Extradition is irrelevant. I'm talking about Americans.
Wow, that was some. Oh man, that was that video was cooked, man. What's crazy? I haven't really like interacted and seen Austin when he's drunk like this, or I don't know if he really was drunk, but he is I mean, his word is just his actions just seem so off-putting. I'll just leave it to that, man. It's just so off-putting. Like, it's just not somebody that I would personally probably want to invest in. I'm not saying that he doesn't have great things. Oh, here goes the video. I finally found it. The 50,000. Damn, I typed this shit in earlier. Oh, maybe because I put 2 spaces. Damn, I didn't mean to put 2 spaces in there though. Damn. But anyways, I finally found the video, y'all. Here we go. Can't get copyrighted, so we're gonna skip this. Man, he ain't trying to raise 50,000. That's $8,000. Why y'all see some of y'all dudes got to stop with the cap, bro?
These signs, because apparently your boy has to prepare.
And what's up with all these goddamn Africans trying to expose the brother? I mean, damn, It's like, golly. Everybody, all these goddamn.
Like, I got to get my box moves up, man. As old as I am, and just judging by how I grew up, I work out, I go to the gym. It used to be 4 days a week, but I'm down to.
Let's get to Austin.
And I'm going to play you a video. If we go to his channel,
Cool. That's
you know, real quick. We'll go to the Auston Holleman channel. We are back in business of putting these videos on members only. Okay. So the video you're about to watch is the important parts of this members only video. Okay. We're able to see it now. So I don't even know why he's still doing this. Mr. Auston, I told you, man. I told you Nana always has them dudes, man. I got them dudes. I got them dudes that will give me all the information that I need. As long as it's on the computer somewhere, on the internet somewhere, there's a good summary.
Damn. Okay. Let's get to it now. Is this how much I be talking, y'all? My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't gonna be talking like this no more. Damn. Is this the shit y'all be going through? Oh shit. Where is the video, boy? Damn.
You should come home, but let me find you that video.
Let's get started. We are on now. There should be audio now. Let's go. I love you too, Kings and Dreams. I love you too. Let's upload this. Okay.
So I got myself.
Are you serious? It took that long that I ran into a commercial? Come on, man.
So you guys can see the title that says that we will be cutting everybody off. Why is that? I've been saying for months now, I'm going to have to stop. And you know, Kia from Traverse Cultures and a lot of other people, but especially Kia, was one of the ones that told me to stop having house parties because all them folks ain't your friends. And a lot of y'all are fucking weird, to just be very blunt. Now, the amount of people that have ill intent that I bump into is absolutely insane. I mean, like ill intent. Bobby sent me a video of some dude that claimed he met me and was secretly recording me, right? I must have been on them fake Long Islands, you know what I'm saying? Or something that happened, but I have never seen this motherfucker a day in my life. Which means that if I don't recognize him, but he was recording me, that means he was stalking me with a camera. Like he was hovering at a distance close enough to get me on video, but didn't say nothing to me. Yeah, that's literally.
That is super weird. I'm not gonna lie. Damn.
We got men preying on me. God, I mean, we got men preying on me. So you have to be very, very careful with him.
But Auston, this is the type of energy you invite into your life. You're also not really like the most regular person either. I mean, somebody that has reached out, you reached out to me multiple times, you know, to speak, and you're constantly posting online. You're not, see, I don't joke around that much in the real world like I do online. In real life, I'm very serious. I'm a very serious man in real life. Online, I might play. This is content, you know, this is, to me, this is just, you know, fun, and hopefully it educates some people, but I don't plan on changing many people. I understand people are mainly stuck in their ways, but for the few small percentage of men that really understand this, I'm happy. And I know I'm doing the world a favor by getting rid of all these demons from this planet and, you know, exercising the demonic nature of these goddamn devils. So regardless, I know that I'm putting in some work for the greater good of the world. That's why I do this content. That's also why I make this content, because I know that I can do some kind of funny stuff and it can be good entertainment too. But at the end of the day, my thing is this, right? In real life, I'm very serious. Auston, you message me in real life on a repeated basis and never actually follow through. I would think that you're a playful man just off of that. So I would probably do some weird stuff with you too if I was a weirdo, which I'm not, but I would do some weird stuff too like that. Yes, secretly record you right next to, yeah, you're not like, yeah, you're a playful kind of person in real life. You know, I play around sometimes in real life, but not like that. You know, even with the house parties you just mentioned, I don't play like that. You know, I don't do those type of things. I don't like to go to ungodly places. I don't like to do ungodly things. I don't want to have a whole bunch of random people in my home that I barely know like that. That's just not my type of lifestyle. Even when I was younger, I've never been like that. I've always lived a great life. Even with when I had my homies around, what we would do, we would rent out an Airbnb, and you know, we would maybe have some people come back with us to the Airbnb or to our hotel or something like that and hang out with these beautiful ladies. But you know, we not like bringing a whole bunch of random dudes that we don't know. These like your day one homies and shit. Like that was our kind of fun. We didn't really stay in the clubs that long. We was just we needed. Come on, let's go back to the like
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a restraining order. I'm gonna start snitching. I don't know if y'all know that I'm a snitch. I was snitching on your ass in a minute, especially to be petty. Yeah, I'm learning how to box and all that kind of stuff. Trust me, if you try to fight me, I will be going straight to the police and I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm in both.
That was the most funniest part. If you try to fight me, the first thing he said is he'll be going to the police. And then he'll box you. And then you do both. And Auston Holleman. It doesn't matter how many times you work out or you go to the gym. Like fights, if you talk to fighters, right? It's not just the physical structure and the strength, that the resistance strength that they have. A lot of that is also mental. Auston Holleman, in Africa, we fight. Okay, we go down like everybody's looking at you. You look like,
man. Talk about his scam. What you said? Is this the right video? You said that he was scamming for 50,000. Talk about that.
Oh, that the Africans maybe through an extradition. So I think it's in your best interest to accept that you've been caught, you've been exposed, and move on to something else. That's how much money Auston Holleman was making. Okay. But you're not going to use Africa as the reason why he's got no scar.
Sedence 2.0 is now on Artlist, and you can...
People don't fight, man.
Here we go, y'all.
This is why a lot of people in the West, they just stab or use guns because they don't fight. In Africa, we fight, okay? We go down like that. We fight. We may not, right? So when I heard this from him, I was like, dude, you're not going to fight anybody. Come on, man. Just take down the scam. You got exposed. Everybody's looking at you. You look like a fool, to be honest. It'll be best for you to take it down right now and move on to something else and hope that I move on to somebody else. But as long as I am on you and I'm watching you, every single move you're making, you're not going to make easy money on YouTube like that at the expense of other people. Maybe, yes, I don't care, at the expense of his own community. But you're not going to use Africa as the reason why people should give you money. You're not.
And also you need to say that to these white people too. Shout out to the whites, but they do be coming into Africa on the groves and literally be out here doing fake foundational scams and shit like that to try to get you guys these goddamn whales that never come into fruition. Yes, I know about those. A lot of times they, might have a good reputation, but a lot of times they steal a lot of money from y'all. So that's just a fact of the matter too. So go ahead and talk about them as well. Yeah, Austin probably doing certain things that maybe, who knows, there's no proof into that just yet until he actually gets the money. Then he says, oh, I never really needed it. I already had a school, you know what I'm saying? Or they found my school or my barber school, so I didn't need the money, but I'm going to keep the money, but I ain't really need it, just like the laptop. But I'm just messing around, but I'm just like, yeah, push that energy into the white people too that be coming to Africa as well.
Not going to say, we all know that the Africans need some shit. We all know. You have to apologize for that bullshit. If you want me to leave you alone, you have to apologize for that shit. Sometimes you guys take me for granted on YouTube. These idiots, right? They think I don't know what I'm doing. There's a reason why I'm standing in for a lot of the Black immigrant population. There's a reason why I'm doing that. Because I know I have the tools to do exactly what I'm doing. So if you don't want to get in trouble, and Auston Holleman, I actually have his PPP application. Let's get these likes up. I have his PPP application. I know exactly how much money he made before he started traveling. He was dusting it up. He started lying to a lot of people. Auston Holleman made $47,000 and close, roughly $48,000 a year. That's how much money Auston Holleman was making. I did the numbers on it based on.
And how much do you make? I know we're not here to defend Auston Holleman, but you guys have to understand my FBA instincts overpower my disgust of Auston Holleman's lack of masculinity when it comes to confronting me like he said he would, but it's, yeah. How much money do you make? I'm very curious, I'm very curious. How much money does the African guy that's making this video make? That would be interesting to know.
On this, based on that PPP application, unless he's lying about that application. And like I said, there's a hotline where you can report that application. The federal government is looking for people to jail easily for the PPP loans. So he doesn't want to get into criminal trouble with me. I want to keep this at content level. If I catch you and I expose you, you take it down and you move on. And you're like, man, the dude got me this time. Maybe one day you will get me too. But at least 209. Okay. But if you're going to try and...
He just admits to doing scamming. He said, maybe one day you're going to get me too. What does that mean? You out here doing some shit that you're not supposed to be doing either.
Prove tough boy and go back and forth with me. I have the ability to get you in big criminal trouble. And I don't want to do that. You're going to force me to do that because I also don't like to be challenged. Okay.
Damn, you going to snitch? You ain't gonna snitch on none of these white people that be in your countries out here scamming y'all and recording y'all sisters with no clothes on that be not even over 18. But you going yo, like, bro, I'm telling you, some of these African people will sell their own daughters like to these white boys. Like, man, y'all ain't never seen a pathetic group of people, boy. I'm telling you, like, shout out to some Africans, because some countries they ain't for that shit. Some African people, that's why it's important to divide. This whole little Pan-African shit, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. See, I like this is the best case scenario for Black people and Africans, whether you're a foundational Black American, you're a South African, foundational Black South African, whatever. This is the best case scenario for all of us. The best case scenario for every single one of us people, foundational Black Americans, South Africans, Nigerians, et cetera, is to form allies with people that align with your best interests. For instance, as a country, Burkina Faso, they realized that Mali and Niger, their two surrounding countries, are very similar to them. So they decided to form the Sahel states. See, they don't claim to be Pan-African. They claim to be a part of the Sahel states. They look out for each other. They are one. At some point in East Africa, they had the East African Alliance visa. And that was for, they still even have that too. But there's a lot of issues with that because East Africa is slowly even breaking up a little bit as well. So East Africa, they have Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and Tanzania. They're all on the same list, right? So you can go to all the countries, but I think Tanzania broke off from that list. So you can't go to those. You can only go to those three: Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda. But the thing about it is, they were countries that I believe at some point they were saying that they were looking out for each other. They had each other's back. But now Kenya's taking all these kind of deals with America and stuff. So this is just what I've heard through the grapevine, right? But what I'm saying is the best thing we can do is break off into tribes that make more sense for us. For instance, us foundational Black Americans, we're one of a kind. We're people that are saying to ourselves, we're not willing to break free from, to unify with the white people like that. We okay with just being Black first and, being on code. We okay with that. That's the issue though, where we have to find more Black people on code. So if it comes to, certain Haitians, that we can say, okay, you're somebody that's a part of, let's say Haitians as a majority, right? Let's say all of them, because we know Haiti's history, right? Strong people. Let's say we find out that, okay, boom, a lot of Haitians, they have this mentality of reparations as well. Then us foundational Black Americans, we look at the Haitians and say, you know what? We got your back. We got your back. We're going to be on code. That's who we can be kumbaya with. For the South Africans say, we don't want you goddamn Nigerian scammers here. We want to make peace with the white people. We love them. Indians, everybody, colored people, all types of races, no problem. So South Africans can be for South Africans, and maybe they can join with Namibia, because I know some Namibians, they have similar beliefs to South Africans. So they can say, you know what? Let's unify. Let's look out for each other. So that's really the best case scenarios that we can be in. There shouldn't be any Pan-Africanist shit. There shouldn't be anything like that. There really shouldn't. It's just been a pointless thing. We're not getting equal trade-offs here. Nobody has any real power anyways when it comes to anything that the world fears. I don't want to say the words, but when it comes to the certain militaries, it's not like these certain countries are even being respected. What trade-offs are we all getting with each other? The only real trade-off can be power. And you're more powerful in numbers, especially when the numbers are aligned and on code, right? So yeah, that's the best thing that can happen for a lot of us, man. I mean, it's just the honest truth, man. The God's honest truth. We're wasting too much time out here trying to play these games on, we're Americans, we're foundational Black Americans, and what's it called? We're not wasting time on that, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. We're wasting too much time on foundational Black Americans that say, I'm a Pan-Africanist, I'm a part of the African diaspora. Why? Why would you be a part of the, African diaspora? Like, for what exactly? What's the exact trade-off that we're getting here? For so long, I've constantly asked myself that question. I've spent thousands, and it hurts my heart because I know I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. I put thousands into these African countries. And I'm telling you, I didn't get shit out of it, except to know maybe I helped somebody's life for maybe upwards to about a year. That's it. But I didn't do enough, in my opinion, that would actually benefit my people. What did this benefit my people besides those young people saying that, you know what, a foundational Black American came to my school or my orphanage when I was younger, and he really told me I was going to be somebody. He told me I'm special. He told me I'm the chosen one. And now I'm actually doing something with my life because of that. But besides that, what else? It's just like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn. Because these Africans, they'll just convince the little young African kids, like, man, you know what? That foundational Black American that came, he was really, he ain't really like, that whole stuff about FBA. You got to ignore that stuff. They're a little crazy in America. They can just brainwash them all over again. So I'm just thinking, like, what exactly? Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Big P. He says, Raw is an intelligent brother. Wynn says, yes, proper alliances make for the best results. Exactly. If Nigerians, everybody says Nigerians are out here scamming, right? I ain't mad at it. If Nigerians want to live like scammers, don't live like that in South Africa, because clearly they have no tolerance for that. But go back to Nigeria, get your scamming done in Nigeria. Hey, if you notice that maybe Sierra Leone or maybe one of these other countries around West Africa are, into scamming too, join forces with them. The Somalians, boom, right there. The Somalians are known for a lot of scamming. They're over there, and where is it? Ohio right now, scamming everybody and taking our goddamn tax dollars. Boom, Nigerians. Go ahead and partner with them. If that's how a lot of Nigerians are acting, which I know it's not all Nigerians, but I'm just saying, if that's really how it is, that's what would need to be the alliance. That would be a healthy partnership. Even though it's unhealthy to us, it's beneficial for them. The only thing that really matters is your tribe. Nobody else really matters. I don't care what you have to do for your tribe. Your tribe is the only thing that matters in this life. Because I'll tell you guys this, your government doesn't care about you. Your woman could cheat on you right now while you're inside of the American Armed Forces or military right now, and they could cheat on you. She could cheat on you and take you for everything you have. This is how we know we're living in a corrupt, evil government. We have a corrupt, very evil government. These are very wicked people, honestly, guys. Very demonic and evil people. Evil, evil, evil. She can take your offspring and take your legacy and take the money that you got from fighting for the country. And her only excuse would just need to be like, he wasn't home enough. And the court will say, well, he was fighting for the country. She'll say, yeah, I don't care. I still want to get paid, and I don't care. Yeah. I mean, he left me for so long. But he was fighting for the country, ma'am. Doesn't matter. Your country hates you. This is a fact. The only people that can actually love you in this life isn't even your family, it's your tribe. I'm here to tell you guys the truth today. Your tribe is the only kind of group that can actually love you and align with your understandings and your beliefs. I think right now to the family that I do still have, or that I do still know, and I'm thinking to myself, man, these people are so irrelevant in my life. There's only a few people in my actual tribe, that are part of my actual tribe. Everybody else, but they're family. I don't give a shit about family. That blood's thicker than water shit, that's just a saying. Those are words. Those are foolish, stupid words that mean nothing, hold no weight in this real, a real raw life. It holds no weight. The only real weight that's held is real power. And that real power comes from numbers of people that are aligned and like-minded to you and your goals, to you and your legacy. That's how that works, man. So anyways, let's continue though. Let's continue to Austin's real quick. I know I'd be going in sometimes. That's why I like doing these live streams though, because we don't just talk about Austin. We get into the foundational Black American. We talk about why it's important to have your tribe. We get a lot of good content out of this. So, let me go ahead and add this back into the screen real quick. But before I do that, let me add this one. More content on the Patreon and YouTube memberships. Not only content like this, but content like this, and this for less than a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. Come on, y'all. As well as group chat access, masterclass access, and so much more, even consultations. For the most raw and juicy content, check out the Patreon today with over 60 plus members. Join the tribe. Holla. All righty. Let's get back to Austin.
Okay. So if you go down that path with me, I will make something that is supposed to be really entertainment and funny into a situation where you may not ever come back to the US. And maybe you probably end up in jail.
Damn. You know what? I understand like getting Austin like caught up with this shit. Let's say he really is scamming, but I ain't trying to put no brother in jail. That's a little weird too, that you would want somebody, you don't have enough proof. That's my only issue with Austin. I don't have enough proof to say that he's scamming just yet. I mean, and you said $50,000. He clearly said in his GoFundMe is $8,000. I'm gonna look up his GoFundMe, y'all. Hold on, let me look into this.
Maybe through an extradition. So I think it's in your best interest to accept that you've been caught, you've been exposed, and move on to something else. Come back home and get a regular job. Get a job, man. If YouTube is not enough to pay your...
All right, y'all, check this out, right? Check this out. So for some reason, the dude said that Austin was trying to get $50,000, but it's really $8,000, and he already got $1,000 off of damn near 15 donations. He already got 800 damn near dollars off of 15 people. That's pretty good. Well, 13 people. I mean, I'm sure if he gets 15 people, he already gonna be at the 1,000. So that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So let's check out what his barber school really is. Let's see what he's really trying to do. Help build the International Barber and Grooming Academy in Nairobi, Kenya. My name is Auston Holleman. Years ago, barbering gave me a skill that created opportunities for me beyond my hometown and allowed me to see the world. Today, I want to help create those same opportunities for young people in Kenya. I'm launching the International Barber and Grooming Academy in Nairobi, Kenya, a training center designed to teach barbering, entrepreneurship, professionalism, and life skills while creating a bridge between Africa and the diaspora. Okay, let's... How do I see more of this, y'all? Let me see. I guess here's his pictures. Okay, it's not... Why is it not letting me... Okay, so I guess that was really it, because I do see a period right there. Okay, you know, my only issue is like... I just don't see anybody really going to a barbering school or anything like. I just barber academy. It's just and unless you're gonna be like for celebrities or something, I don't know. Africans don't really care about haircuts like that. Like a lot of these dudes, you guys will be surprised. They literally pay $1 USD for their haircut. Like literally, that's why they all keep their hair very short. You know, so I'm hoping his business goes off good, but you know, it's just really, you know, it's not, yeah. Politics says Traveltriberaw. Austin contributed $500, so subtract. See, Austin is a scammer. Oh, he contributed his own money. How you know that though? Politics. You always be saying that, politics. You have to call in, y'all. Call in. Call in. No more trolling. No more just saying shit. We got to prove. I don't mind. I don't mind saying that Austin's doing something illegal, but we do need proof for that. You know, like I said, I don't look at Austin like, you know, as I would previously as a friend. I look at him just as a dude that I did videos with. You know what I'm saying? We was cool at a point, but that ran his ship.
It is what it is, bro. You're not going to take people's hard-earned money and lie that Africa needs something when you perfectly know that Africa doesn't need the thing. And the thing that you're trying to create, you don't even have the skills to teach people. You don't have that skill, buddy. I mean, your hairline is just as bad as mine, bro. We're all dusting it up, okay? Mine is age.
Nah, bro, your hairline's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. And my hairline ain't even that crisp right now. But your hair, hold on. This dude hairline was not, yo, come on, man. That's a tether hairline right there, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That's exclusively for tethers. That's, you get that out of the barbershop. You get that as Tethers Are Us. That's where you go to get hairlines like that in Africa. You know, that's one of those $1 discount Fridays haircuts from Africa, y'all. I'm telling you, that's not a regular African brothers don't be having it like that. Some of their haircuts be decent, but yo, your shit cooked. You ain't recovering from that either. You know, but anyways, let's continue.
We're all dusting it up, okay? Mine is age. Yours, I don't know, man. That African sun is something. So Austin made only $47,000 a year. You might say, yeah, it's 2020. That would have been a lot of money. I was already making six figures in 2014. So it's...
Where's your proof?
Not like, you know, with inflation, yes, I understand, but it's not like...
Six figures in African money or six figures in American money? Because there's a difference.
He was killing it like that. When you're making 40,000, you know, for Dallas, it's okay. It's okay if you live with your parents, which I think is what he had. But don't lie to people to create that illusion that you're doing so well and that you don't do this, you don't need this YouTube, and you're doing it because you're trying to put people on game to travel. Bro, no. You're too young, inexperienced. You were able to travel because of the initial PPP loan money you got. And then you built a channel and the following from it. And now that the views have dried up, just like Melanie King, you've decided that you're going to steal from people. And we found out, and we're letting the world know that
oh my
you're
God.
scamming.
Big P says his hairline is besides his ears. No, he got one of them Amish hairlines. Look at his. Hold on, let me show y'all the Amish. Hold on. Amish hair styles. Oh my God, y'all gonna flip when y'all see this shit. Oh my God. No, we gotta see the men's Amish hairstyle. Oh my God, boy. Yeah, them dudes be cooked, boy. Oh my God. Look. No. Look at this shit, y'all. Look at this. No, like this really crazy. Like, man, yeah, like yo, like I'm telling y'all, like, no, the hair really look like this for real. Boy, I tell you, man. I tell you, some of their hairlines, some of their haircuts, and Amish. Shout out to the Amish people, man. You already know it's good people over there, but boy, oh boy, man, sometimes the hairlines be cooked.
Right? You're just scamming, man. You're scamming your own friends, your own community. And the way you talk to your audience like you're a leader, that they are underneath you, that they are not at parity with you. You need to come over here and learn something. Okay. Over here, my community, the guys that listen to me, they're my guys. Like I rock with them. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's talk about how
At Pick and Pay, our birthday
scamming. Talk about how Austin's scamming and taking money from all these people, like you said, $50,000.
I will leave it out of this because see, I fight men. I don't fight women. So I'm just gonna leave it out of this. And
why are we talking about fighting? What's going on here? Like,
I'm an Anthony Carmelo. I'm gonna be aggressor and I'm gonna try to snitch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a restraining on. I'm gonna start snitching. I don't know if y'all know or not.
Where is that restraining order going to be put at? In the U.S. over there? I know the person he's talking about. I think he's a British guy that reacted to our video about 2 or 3 days ago. His name don't come to mind, but I know exactly who he's talking about. And I think they went to a polo game in Nairobi and
handsome to the point where we got men praying on me. God, I mean, we got men praying on me. So you have to be very, very careful with, huh? You can get a restraining order. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be petty. Careful with who you interact with, because these people are mentally ill. Yeah, you said no more parties, especially with Z in the house. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't gonna do that. Believe it or not, Z has literally been the only person that's walked in this apartment since we got back, which is very abnormal behavior for me. Because whenever I used to hang out, I would have 2 house parties a week. But yeah, we got to be very, very careful with who we associate with. It's disappointing, but it's actually good. I mean, the less people I associate, because you would be surprised how many people we interacted with in 2025 that were like trying to use us for clout and had no real backing of anything. But now that we did that, guys, we did a video about why people blame Israel for everything. That video's up, like that kind of stuff, because again, seeing the amount of people that are upset that we're doing a GoFundMe for the barber school.
Finally, here we go, y'all. Shit.
Is kind of crazy, right? Like, I mean, with some of these people, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? If I talk about dating, talking to women or whatever, we got haters. That's understandable. If we talk about, hey, let's build a school so we can help these people learn the skill that they can live off of, you get haters for that. I'm like, damn.
To help these people to build the skills they can live off of. You're the same person in that same live stream that said barbers make $3 to $5. I heard a Black American dude that has been to Kenya say he knows that some locals even get haircuts for $1 or something.
I literally, yeah, and I said that on my last live stream. So shout out to this brother. He definitely got to be watching me. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I literally just said that on the last live stream, and I said on this live stream too. I'm telling y'all, these, like, y'all, no cap. They really is making like $1 a pop, man. I'm serious. Like they not making no money doing barbering like that in Africa for real. Like it's a very, you see in America, I was telling y'all, like in America, it's like $50 minimum. Shout out to my barber. He do me like for like $30. You know what I'm saying? I give him like a little small tip, whatever. Because I've been going to him for a couple of years now, anytime I'm back inside of this certain state. And, he been doing my haircut right, you know what I'm saying, for the time being. And he's in a cool neighborhood too. Shout out to him and shit. But what's it called? In Africa, these haircuts, bro, people don't got $50 to just be spending, man. I remember I was at one barber shop inside of America, And the dude asked me if I wanted to get my eyebrows arched or some shit or something like that. I was like, what the hell? I thought he was trying to disrespect me, honestly, because I'm like, is he calling me a pretty boy or some shit? He was like, no, I didn't mean no disrespect, man. Like this, we just do that here. I was like, what? I was like, no wonder y'all charge $100. Like, I'm good, bro. And I just walked up out of there. I had another dude ask me if I want to put some like color in my hair. I'm like, why would I want to put color in my hair? The hell? And he was like, no. And oh my God. I was in Africa one time and this one dude asked me if I want to get extensions. Goddamn, Austin rubbing off on me on this goddamn shit. But this one dude asked me if I want to get extensions because I was trying to get my hair braided so I can get like, some locks. I wanted to not start my locks, but I wanted to have cornrows. That's what I was trying to do, some cornrows. But, how much is the average weekly wage? Yeah, bro, for a barber in Africa, man, I'm going to tell y'all before I look on Google and show y'all the answer to this. And y'all leave it in the comments too. What do you guys think the average weekly salary is for a barber inside of Africa? I'm going to say the average for East Africa is going to be like maybe $30 USD for the week. I'm just being honest. $30 USD for the week. That's why in Africa, you got to be a hustler. That's why I respect Africans, because they do be hustling. For the real ones that be hustling. And then you see some dudes, they be so lazy, they be sitting outside on their motorbike all day, not even trying to find no other type of way to make money. They just be there all day, just sitting. Depends which country barbers try. No, depends what African countries. Yeah, let's talk about East Africa right now, because Austin's in East Africa, he's in Kenya. So let's talk about East Africa. Y'all know I was over there. I spent lots of time in Kenya. And I'm telling you guys, it's like $30. We're going to look it up. Y'all give me y'all answers real quick. How much y'all think East African barbers make? Let's just say Kenya. Let's just say the country of Kenya. How much y'all think they make? I'm going to say 30 USD per week. I know it sounds low, but that's what I'm going with. Let me look up the answer, and then I'm going to come back and check y'all out. And then after that, how much do barbers make weekly? Let's see real quick. Damn. All right, y'all, check this out. I was right on the dot. It says 27 to 230 USD per week. And look how I wrote, I said, how much do Kenyan barbers make weekly? Be honest, because sometimes when you get that first AI answer on Google, I noticed sometimes they try to put like all-inclusive answers that doesn't make people feel too bad. But no, the honest truth is most of them making like 30 USD per week. My barber that I go to, the reason I pay my barber in Kenya so much is because he has a really nice building that when I get my haircut, I can get to look at this beautiful view. And also I get massaged by the ladies after. There's like some ladies that come and rub you up after. South Africa need to implement that shit. I'm like, damn, man. They even have like the dudes out here be rubbing your shoulders a little bit. I'm like, I don't really. They're like, oh, it's cool. You don't want to? I was like, no, I'm good, bro. Like, yeah, South Africa, yeah. Y'all need to just pay a chick to just be in there the whole day and just massage shoulders. Like, it's like a small little courtesy thing they do in like professional barbershops around the world. But, but yeah, man. So yeah, that's how much but I can only imagine. That's why I pay him extra, because I know he has to still pay for the building, still pay for the fees and stuff. He don't just get the money that I'm giving him. That goes straight to the building for sure, for the rent and all types of other stuff. So, which country has better infrastructure and women, Kenya or South Africa? Travel Tribe. Dalo, wasn't you talking shit earlier? Let me look you up real quick. I could have sworn you was talking shit earlier. You asking me all these goddamn questions. Let me catch you real quick. Y'all be thinking I don't got a good memory, huh? Let me see real quick. I'm about to investigate this shit. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. Let me figure this out. I could have sworn you was talking shit earlier. Let me see real fast. Let's see. We're going to find you. We're going to find you. Don't you worry. Let me see. Now you asking me all these questions instead of asking on a consultation. What you think, knowledge is free? Hell no. Maybe if you was a part of the group chats in the brotherhood, then you could ask me. Shit. You must have took down your comments or something. How you take down your comments on the live stream too? That's crazy. I be figuring out little ways to get around shit. Cause I know I seen your comment earlier. Look, he said, LOL. And oh, look, so he was talking shit. He says, I was making a suggestion about your attitude towards Africa. Look at this boy, man. I was not talking shit. Man, you was talking shit. Stand on it. It's cool to talk shit, but don't run. When you get confronted on the shit and you asking questions, trying to get information, I can give you all the information. Go ahead and hit a consultation. You know, on patreon.com/traveltriberaw. Great content on there too. And you get group chat access.
Going rate is, what skill are you teaching them? Kenyans already know how to cut hair.
So listen to what he said.
$1 or some cents. So if they're only gonna make $5, which is what I think the going rate is, what skill are you teaching them? Kenyans already know how to cut hair. You're not gonna. Most of them probably bald by 40. Okay, because testosterone levels are too high, too much DHT. The hair follicles will fall off. They don't care about getting their hairs up.
That's a good point. I am also curious what's that gonna teach. I mean, that's why I gave Austin that advice in a previous video. I said, Austin, if you're gonna do this, it gotta be a celebrity barber. It gotta be like something where it's like the ladies that come into your barber. Let me show you guys what Austin really needs to do, man. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all real quick. Hold on. There's a TikTok. Let me see. It's TikTok. Hopefully TikTok show me. No, I gotta go to YouTube. No problem. YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. Let's top up barbershop with. Let me show y'all this real quick. This is Austin. If you're gonna do a barbershop, it gotta be something like this. This is the best advice I can give to Austin, man. This is the best advice I can give to you. And it don't gotta have the happy. You guys saw what it says right there. It don't gotta have that, but it should have, a beautiful woman. Maybe just walking around. Dudes love to take pictures with like hot women, etc. It gotta add something else to it, bro. Because a lot of people in Kenya don't got money just to be spending on a haircut. I get it. Like you trying to hook these people up with a trade or a skill. That's cool. I do like that, but I'm like, bro, they not about to pay for that. Like a good haircut. They only gonna pay for an experience. These dudes in Kenya, some of them actually got some decent money. They'll pay if it's an experience. If you got ladies in there, looking good, serving like, shots or something like that, get a cheap bottle of some vodka or something like that. And have the ladies pulling up and giving the dudes shots and stuff before they get their cut. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, hire a few ladies that look good, get security so the dudes can remember to be respectful and keep their hands to themselves. But you dig, like, you got to do it like that. Because no dudes in Kenya about to spend on that, bro. They just not. They just not. That's a fact. Shoot, I ain't gonna lie on that one. He ain't never lied with that. Shit.
More content on the Patreon and YouTube memberships. Not only content like this, but content like this, and this for less than a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. Come on, y'all. As well as group chat access, masterclass access, and so much more, even consultations. For the most raw and juicy content, check out the Patreon today with over 60 plus members. Join the tribe. Holla.
I appreciate y'all enduring this. The reason I gotta put these in there because when I clip these videos, I realize that's how I'm gonna get the clip with my Patreon and YouTube memberships included in there. So y'all can go ahead and get that as well. But anyways,
the men, they understand that to be playing in that game, they just need to make money. This is why they don't really care about those haircuts. All right, they'll get them when they get them. All right. So the skill you're trying to teach is not a skill that is going to help people in Kenya. That's why we have a problem with it. Also, you have a history of starting things and not finishing. What happened to that wine business? Okay,
did he really have a wine business? Like, damn, this dude was out here. Damn, like, yo, like, see, that's the thing about Austin, right? Like, the more shit I find out about the brother, the more I'm like, damn, maybe I don't really know the brother like that, man. Like, I've been calling him cool this whole time for all these years, but I thought we was cool, but like, I didn't really look at him like that much of a friend. I looked at him, okay, we cool. Like, I didn't look at him like that much of a friend though, because we didn't really talk like that for a couple years. So I said, but then, damn, to know that he involved in all this shit, like, okay, you guys give me money for this, give me money for this, give me money for this. Like, damn, that's a little, Danny H says, killing us with the Patreon flows, brother. Listen, go ahead and check out the Patreon, man. Link in the description. I'm going to keep doing that to y'all too, by the way, because whatchamacallit? You getting this content for free. The least you can do is watch one of these little ads that I put on there. And I made sure there was 25 seconds, y'all. See, some people I notice, they be putting these little ads for like an hour, like a minute and a half or shit. I said, oh, no. I had to push that whole little video. What's good, y'all? In 25 seconds. Boy, that was not an easy thing to do. That took me at least like 50 takes to get it in 25 seconds with all that stuff. Like, man, I had to quickly remember. I had to get a little small script for it. Yeah. So enjoy this free content. This content right here, this usually goes on a Patreon though after. Y'all, the Patreon supporters, since they support me the most, they get the full live streams. YouTube members, they usually get, members only live streams, or they might get like some exclusive YouTube content, but they get the light version of what I have on Patreon. All right, y'all? He says, salute, you cooking. Yeah. Show some love, man. Support.
Why, if I want to start a school in Ghana,
one of the diagnostic feely things about narcissism is the.
I know I got copyrighted before.
I'm going to sit here and tell my subs to donate money for me to start that school. I'm just going to use my own money to do it, even if it takes forever and ever. That means that I'm doing something that I can afford to do. Why are you?
And this is something I was saying too, like, we got to stop with this asking for money and stuff and we can't prove. Like, man, the only way I would ever ask y'all for some money is if I can actually prove something to you that this is going to be very beneficial. And I know for a fact. I'm not just going to be asking y'all for money because y'all are strangers, man. Like, at the end of the day, y'all, some of y'all supporters, but some people are just straight up just strangers and shit. And I don't want to lead y'all astray. You feel me? Like, even my supporters, why would I want to leave a supporter astray too? It's just, my thing is, I'm only going to really ask for money if I just know I can prove. And proof is not easy to do. Real proof that makes you feel comfortable to invest in me, that's not easy to do. That's why my Patreon is at such a good price. That's why my YouTube membership is at such a good price, because I understand you're taking a risk investing in me slightly. This is a small investment, but it doesn't break your pockets. Anybody around the world can pay the amount that my Patreon is and still feel like, you know what? I have enough money to still eat. I can still live good. I can still go on dates with women. I can still live a great life. That's how your Patreon should be looking,
Trying to do something that you can't afford to do. So in case it's wondering why we have a problem with it, that's why we have a problem with it. If you woke up and you said, Auston Holleman, I'm going to use my YouTube AdSense money to build this school in Nairobi and actually build it and get it going, and then maybe you come to your audience for a little bit of help. Okay, now we got something.
Right. And I'll give this brother that. Yeah, that's a good point. That's what I was saying earlier. I was saying that too. Like, I'm not trying to ask people for some money and shit. Like, no, let me start on it first, and then you guys can get involved in it after I know it's already like in the works, something like that. It's just too risky, What if you get stranded in Africa? What you gonna do now, Travels? This is a great question. Dalo says, what if your ASS gets stranded in Africa? Well, what you gonna do now? At Traveltriberaw? Well, that's very simple. Number one, I wouldn't be in a predicament to where I could get stranded in Africa, as I'm a very calculated man. This is a part of being a real man. I've never been in a situation to where I'm like, man, I'm going to travel and I don't have maybe some money in this country or some money in that country. Like, shoot, the way I'd be moving, I don't want to say too much, but I'm moving smart. Definitely I'm moving smart. And also I have my tribe that I can rely on as well. Even people who are part of the brotherhood, like this brother right here. What's good, Willow?
Yo. Can you hear me?
What's good? This is one of the brothers right here, everybody that's a part of the brotherhood. So, you know, I'm sure I can rely on my tribe. And if my tribe didn't have it, I can rely on the group chat, you know, because we always be doing little things like, you know, if somebody asks for a little money, hey, shoot, we can get you situated, you know. But yeah, I was just responding to this comment right here. His name is Dalo. If you can see the comment on the screen, he says, "What would I do if I was ever stranded in Africa?" I'm like, man, number one, that's almost actually impossible. Like, you have a better chance of getting hit by lightning than me getting stranded in Africa. But besides that, then I rely on my tribe, and if not that, then the group chat. You know.
Yo, what's good, man? How you feeling?
What's up? Yeah, what's popping? What's your thoughts on the subject?
Hey, so look, I'm driving right now. I just got in, you know what I'm saying? So I'm probably catching the tail end of, you know, what's been talked about and everything. I did catch some things. I was in and out. And I don't know if you covered this, Traveltriberaw, but I did want to respond to the dude, the Independence dude or whatever, right? And the man mentioned that he had three children. Oh, bro, I wish that you would have asked if any of his children's sons.
Wait. The Independence dude, they called in and said he had 3 children?
Yeah, you missed that? He said he had which was crazy because he said he had a partner, and I'm like, whoa, that's a wife. Why are we using this term partner? Why are we doing this? And he mentioned he had 3. He mentioned he had 3 kids. I don't know if you caught that. And I wish you would have asked him. I wish you would have asked him if any of his kids boys, and if so, how long would you allow them to continue to fuck up after you already told them don't do this?
Let's try to not curse on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's all good.
How many times would you allow your children that are boys to basically be disobedient to what it is that you expected of them and what you told them? How many times the slaps on the wrist that you're going to give them? You know what I'm saying? Versus a grown man. And you know, I just think it's kind of odd because us as men, we're supposed to hold each other accountable. Women don't do that so much because that's not their strong suit. You know, I believe you're doing like a video reaction to, I guess, this gentleman who's, I guess, giving like a review or whatever, like basically telling like his audience how Austin is. Is that what I'm? Is that?
Yeah, we're reacting right now to his scam. Well, they're calling it an alleged scam because I guess he's trying to raise some money for his barber school inside of Kenya, but you know, yeah.
So I want to ask you this. My brother. Do you believe, especially as a man, how he does one thing is how he does all, if not most things, universally? Would you think that concept is accurate?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. And look, my thing is this. Because a lot of guys think, or people think that you in particular, you know, are hating on Austin or anything like that. I think from your vantage point, it comes from a slope of disappointment. That's what I think it is. Because you've already made it known that at one point you did consider him your brother and that, you know, like y'all was cool and everything. And then it got, you know, cold as ice. Now I treat you like, you know, especially like the regular person, like you're like a stranger to me. So I think to you, because of the interactions that y'all have had and everything that followed, that it was more like damn, bro, like for real, like literally the disappointment. And what happens was that when we believe in, especially like our fellow brethren, you know, and like we share the same ideals, thoughts, principles, mores, folk rays, and everything like that, that we put them we take them out and we put them in a different spotlight. because we hold them to a certain standard, to a certain regard. Because I guarantee, and this is what your audience doesn't understand, especially the males that making comments and being like, "Oh, you on his nuts" and everything like that. No, I don't. Me personally, I don't take it like that. I don't take it like that. I take it as a brother who's been knowing this other brother for X amount of period of time, to where y'all may have had a conversation or whatever the hell, and it led to a point where you had to criticize him, because it's like, hold on, like, what are you doing? Type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Something similar to like if you had siblings or cousins and y'all rock with each other and y'all going out, y'all kicking and y'all, you know what I'm saying? And then they just go off in the deep end. You be like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, come on, man. Like, tighten up. So I think from your perspective, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think from your perspective, because I don't know y'all age difference, but I think that mentally and spiritually, you're more of a bigger brother to him, even if you are younger than him. And if you're not, it doesn't matter. The simple fact of the matter is, hey, let me temperature check this man. Let me see what it really is. And for all the people that's on this live, that's literally the audience that's seeing this in full display, this is what real men do. It's not about being an obsession or anything like that. It's about, let me see if we really are as cool as I thought we was. You know what I mean? And you just let you sat on it, and you let time, you know what I'm saying, basically reveal everything. So now what happened is that you collected enough data to where that you can make a simple decision and be like, you know what? You know, maybe we not like cool, maybe not like, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's a very fair assessment. And this is beyond surface level thinking of these dingbats and these doofuses, you know what I'm saying? To where they don't really understand that. They have one-dimensional thinking.
Right. And you know, the crazy thing, because JB 100, he says he's acting like they grew up together. You know, it's not really like, you know, and I'm older than Austin, by the way, but it's not that me and Austin grew up together, but it's like when I first started traveling, right? I first went to Africa. This is before people even start talking about Passport Bros. I think, you know, a lot of other brothers from our group chat right now, even they've traveled to many countries even before Passport Bros, you know, topic was even up. And, you know, I remember when I traveled to one country, it was such a unified moment because a lot of Black people was on code. We all went to a certain country. And, you know, Austin, eventually he decided to come to, you know, this country. And it was really cool because in that time, you know, it was just I felt we was actually getting a lot of things done, but then we realized that so many people are off code, and then certain things start like, you know, messing up over time because you guys are coming out to these countries with no plans, you know. But also he was there and we had time. So when this brother says, you know, maybe Willow, he's acting like me and Austin grew up together. No, it almost felt like we was like, you know, like this at some point. Like it almost felt like we was like 100 at some point, because it's like when we was over there traveling with Mark, you know, you remember Mark and all them people, right? So we was over there, we would spend like, man, we was like there for like a week and a half, like just like on some daily, on some every other day, like just, oh, what's good, bro? And just deep conversation, like just deep thought on some, man, like this is what I want for my life, bro, but I don't know how I'm about to do this. And, you know, and this is what I really want for my woman too. And, you know, it's impossible in America. And I'm just so happy that, you know, I'm in Africa. I remember he told me some super personal things, just like, and I'm like, man, you know, and then I remember I wanted to like put him on to, you know, some stuff I was doing for certain orphanages. And I knew, I said, man, this is going to be good for your content, you know, but as time started going on, I just realized he wasn't like as serious about certain things as I was. And I'm like, but why you say you serious about it and then you don't respond back? And then it just started, some other little stuff started happening. I'm like, damn, why this dude, he not even responding. You told me to do this and now you asking me and now I'm telling you that, hey, it's right here. And you like not even messaging back. So I let that kind of sit for some years. And then now to see that, like, damn, you know, this dude, he reaching out to me. You know what I'm saying? And now he's still kind of doing this like shit where he not responding. I'm like, bro, I can't keep talking to somebody like that. That's that's like whack. You know, in our group chat right now, if somebody messages, you gonna respond. Like, that's how this works. Like, you don't just leave your brothers on red and just be like, oh, haha. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like weird, especially if you asked for this person. I'm not going out my way and reaching for Austin. Maybe I'm clipping up a lot of these videos about Austin, but that's because he's reaching out to me. This multiple times reached out to me, and you know, the brother ain't responding back. I'm like, bruh, and he keep putting up stuff online, like all this little stuff. I'm like, well, why aren't you responding back? Like, we could have easily, you know, got this out the way. The Language Club says, I don't think Austin rock with you like that, like you think he does, man. He is not gonna join the live ever. Yeah, and I think that's what Willow was saying. Like, it's just that other guy that called in is just, how can you have sons, or how can you have, you know, your offspring, and these are the kind of values that you're instilling your offspring, is to not be a man of their word. That's a very, you know, rite of passage for a man. Like, when you speak on business and be about what you say, that's important. So, you know, that's just what it is. But yeah, what's your thoughts? Yeah.
Yeah, man. And like, because that, and look, you've shown him grace even behind the scenes. I know that, and you know how I know that is because based on your character, bro. Based on what if, like, cause me and you have talked, so I can like, and then I'm the type of man where I have the experience, have the wisdom. I may not have traveled and everything like that, but guess what? Game is universal. It don't have nothing to do with women. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly really do think that, and look, there's nothing wrong with this, but I want to get down to the bottom of this. If a man is being sexually deprived in America and he's a young man, thank God I was the one where I was born into an era where I seen the change. I seen the shift. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally cannot complain. I've had my fair share of women. So to me, it's like, man, that's nothing. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause think about it. Okay, go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, dip off of some sauce and everything like that. Do what you got to do. And, hey, if it lasts for a while and you want to be on easy mode, cool. Just be honest about it, number one. Number two, if you're going to have an audience, you have to be super aware of the type of people that you are bringing around. And I don't know all like the extra stuff about like the whole fundraising thing for like the 50K. I don't know the details about none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this is what you call a master class teaching on manhood, because there's no such thing as a debate. Once you overstand things, you already locked in, and you got goofies who just don't understand that, because I think you said either they was raised by a moist dude, a moist father, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, their mother was a terrorist, that she didn't accept no negotiations, you know? And I honestly feel bad for them type of people. You know what I mean? And honestly, this is going to be some even crazier stuff I'm about to say. I believe that in those specific conditions, when you have an absent father and you have a toxic mother, sometimes, even children that is raised in adult homes and foster children, they may have a better gamble and their cards may be dealt better than the people who actually have biological parents. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, because I be always telling people the greatest thing that's ever happened to me was when I went to foster care. The only way that I'm even the man I am today is because the foster care showed me how the brutal reality of the world works. Also, as well, people understand this too. When you're in the type of group homes that I was in, it was a very well-rounded. There was a lot of weird stuff going on behind the scenes, but it was a very well-rounded environment for the most part. Like, we had, you know, basketball classes, workout classes, how to be physically fit. You know, the government, they have so many things they put inside of your group home. Like, you know, so
Mhm.
we have how to cook for yourself classes, how to do your own laundry classes, how to fold your clothes correctly classes, how to eat healthy classes. But what's the difference from this and this? You know, what different,
Yeah.
you know, choices you can make in business and business classes and how to get your mental
Mhm.
health right. Like we had a good, you know, structure for my group home. So,
Mhm.
you know, I'm just like when I think to myself how many men are just born into or how many males are just born into parents that are very irresponsible. Like maybe it's just a single
Mhm.
mom. Maybe you have a father in your life, but he's one of those fathers that be like, go tell your mom she's the boss. Go ask your mom she's in charge of me. Like it's like
Mhm.
that's not gonna help you as a man. Like, you know, the only thing that really helped me was to honestly see how brutal the world was. Like, and it was that
Mhm.
group home that really showed me. Because I realized, man,
Mhm.
the government, they can get you right. And Trump even put me onto some truth too. Years when Trump first got elected, I started to
Mhm.
see how it is when you really care about your tribe. Like Trump is one of the main reasons I preach tribe so much because he showed me what it means to really only care about your own people. Like I know everybody be like, oh, you know, he's the president, he's for all of America. No, 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 no. I believe that Trump is for the best benefit of his sons and his goddaughters. You see how he talks about them. He
Mhm.
loves them. He loves them. He's setting them up with billions of dollars. That's what a
And
real man does for his tribe. Everybody
hey,
else is only fonder, cows for
hey,
slaughter. You
hey,
know,
Raw.
but
Hey, I wanna piggyback off of what you just said too, because when guys go out to these foreign countries, especially if it's their first time, I don't think they really understand what nationalism really is, bro. Like
mm,
they expect, because the average guy or the average mind, I should say, which is a simpleton, right? I think the average mind thinks that because that they're American, because their currency is strong, that they believe that the locals should be able to worship them, to bow down, kowtow, whatever, you know what I'm saying, acquiesce to whatever it is that they're doing. All right, cool. You don't think they're gonna flip the switch on you too? Just because
mm,
they may be limited in English and whatever the hell, man, you don't think they smarter than a whip? And that's why they charge y'all gringo prices. You don't think that? You don't think that? But the thing about it is this: I respect the hell out of these people in their countries to be nationalists, you know? And there are such thing as outliers, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, depending on how you conduct yourself and behave and how you move around, you know, you may get selective favoritism type of treatment, you know? But this is literally a whole this is a class on this, man. And like, I don't know, man. I'm just from a different era, man. I just don't believe in just like filming your life and like you doing everything to the world. You know, they basically know who you are and everything like that. And if you are going to do it like that, if you are going to put your life and everything online, do it in style and beauty. You know what I mean? To the point where people will be like, man, I respect you. Yeah, you're going to have some haters because that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, hey, if the majority of your audience be like, man, listen, he's solid. You know what I mean? This, that, and the third, they got nothing but positive things to say about you for the most part, man. You in there like swimwear. But if you got a checker past, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, the cousin of rallies. I ain't talking about that checkers. But hey, your whole Joe or checker, my nail, like you, hey, bro, who do you think that you're gonna attract? You're gonna attract the low vibrational, you know what I'm saying, people, bro. They don't even matter. And it's a sad thing to see, because I'm not gonna down the young man, but this is literally a whole fucking thing, man. Like,
I'm
this
just
is
trying to
what it
not
is.
curse, trying
Yeah,
not
my
curse
bad.
too.
Yeah, my bad. This is a whole thing, man. Like, we're not hating, man. Like, these are two men who know what it is. You feel me? And
Mm.
this is deeper than that. Y'all on some surface level type of stuff. No, we like this. Like, this is a different level, man. Way more of a different level, man. Y'all can't even comprehend this. Y'all can't
Right,
comprehend it. So what
right.
happens when people can't comprehend is they resort out of frustration
What was that last part? They resort out of frustration? Hello?
Oh,
Oh, you're kind of
okay.
breaking
Well,
up, brother.
let me hold on.
All right.
I do not want to let you drop this.
But no, I feel what Willow was saying. He made a good point right there. Let me go ahead and remove him real quick from the thing. Let's hear what Austin's saying real quick while Willow's getting his thing ready. If we got some time, we have time, we'll let him come back on. Let me hear what Austin said.
On, you know, just some personal connecting with my audience, I guess parasocial is what you could call it. I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, right? There's a reason why in 2025 I went out of control with my spending and went broke. And because I'm surprised that somebody has not literally stabbed me in my back by now. The amount of people that were around me in 2025, and people have, like Traverse Cultures, Kiash, and a few other people have been telling me, you have too many people around you. You have too many friends, per se. And I kind of knew what they were saying, but I kind of just didn't really take too much account into it. But obviously I was listening because I remember now. I don't know how the hell somebody didn't murder me in this apartment last year.
What is it? Yo, yo, this dude is like, I'm not gonna lie, some shit he be saying is like weird as hell. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, damn, was you really not paying attention that much to the company that you was keeping? Like, what the hell? Like, yo, did you really believe that the people? That's not, but I'm happy he's saying this because this is how he got into that situation with Floyd. Like, that's why I even told him, I said, bro, why would you hang out with somebody like that if you, so of course you didn't know he was doing this wild shit, so you say, but I'm like, you said that you always knew something was weird about Floyd. Like, so why would you hang around somebody that you thought was weird? I don't hang around people that I think is weird. You know what I'm saying? Wynn says he went from 0 to 100 real quick. Yeah. Yeah, like what the hell? Like, dude just went like, damn. I'm like, damn, like this what I hate to be that guy to just tell y'all like y'all gotta just check out my Patreon to understand how I'm moving versus how Austin is moving. But I got a lot of exclusive videos on the Patreon, y'all. And maybe I need to get back to some of those videos where I just used to sit in front of the camera and just talk to y'all raw, just about like different things y'all need to know when traveling around the world, just about just different things in this life in general. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'll do some more videos like that. I already got a lot of videos coming out like that, but I have the ocean view in the background and it's really nice. But anyways, but yeah, man, this is just like the simple fact that I don't know if Austin's ever told y'all this, but I know I tell y'all, like, get a security camera, always put it in your living room in every apartment that you go to when you travel around the world. Very simple. For whatever reason, there's so many dudes that tell me like, oh, I don't exactly, do that thing. Like I don't do the security camera thing. I'm like, why not? Like some dudes will tell me like, oh my God, like I slept with this woman and then she robbed me in my sleep and then left me in the morning. And I'm like, bruh, a camera could like really help your life. And I told you about this before. So why didn't you, like you literally did a consultation on this and you still didn't use the camera trick? Like, I mean, and it's like the most easiest thing you can do. I just don't understand, and they just never do it. And I'm just like, it's so ridiculous. He used low-key Luck says he used Floyd because he was peddling his PayPal and Cash App. He used him for clicks and views. I see. Army Guy Travel says the issue is that y'all make your opinions but don't actually know the man. Okay. Danny H says, bought time you went raw on Austin, no Diddy. And the crazy thing is I'm still not going too wild on the brother because I need facts to, be able to accuse him of any real crime. I will lean more towards some of the shit y'all saying. Y'all said that the little laptop scam definitely looked like a scam. I'm not gonna lie. Then also with this $8,000, yeah, that was also looking kind of odd, but I'm still need to investigate that further because $8,000 is different from $50,000. If you wanted $50,000, I'll say, oh yeah, he's definitely scamming. Like that would be an easy thing for me. But $8,000, that's kind of how much you would really need to do a decent, legitimate barber business inside of Kenya. So that's why I'm like, oh shoot, you know what? Damn. So anyways, Wynn says, so you use visible camera to deter shady people from even trying something? Yes, exactly. You put a security camera inside of your living room, somewhere where it's very visible. Usually I put mine on my countertops, and it's very simple. If you have a woman come over and she wants to do something crazy, she just, even if she does, it's just, you know what? You guys have to move like Drake when you're traveling to foreign countries, man. I hate to say it, but you have to investigate these women that you bring over. Like, I do investigations. I got a lot of content on the Patreon, but I see I got to do a lot more too. There's ways you can investigate to know how crazy this woman's going to be. One thing I'll give y'all for free is to understand her ungodly profile. How high does she rank when it comes to being a streetwalker? Is she a woman that is constantly in the club? I rank women based on their ungodly behaviors. How many things does she do that's ungodly that, would make it a danger for her to be even in my home, in my vicinity? And usually any type of ladies that I have around me that are considered ungodly is ladies that, are trying to do like these videos that I be doing. Y'all know I be having these videos with the ladies and, bedroom podcast, just traveling with just these ladies around and stuff like that. Boom. The only ladies that were vetted out decently was the, polygamous journey ladies that I had when I was dating those two women and we was traveling all over and living together. Those ladies and ladies that I don't put on camera. Those are only ladies that I'd be actually happy to really have around. The ladies from the bedroom podcast, they cool. Some of them, the ladies from, just random things I be having ladies for my videos, they cool too. But they do a lot of ungodly shit. They be in the club 24/7, all types of stuff. So, Wynn says, yeah, I agree. Zero trust. Exactly. Yeah, so y'all got to keep that security camera. I can't tell. I'm telling you, man, it's literally a dude that got a consultation with me, said, I'm about to bring this woman over, all this stuff. He's so excited, all this stuff. And he's like, man, we talked about business and how he can do better when it comes to, I don't want to give too much information out on him, but, he had some type of business, has to do with a labor job, but he had transferred into being a business owner instead of doing the labor. He was hiring people for the labor. But it's just like unfortunate because this brother literally had a woman come in to his apartment, and I'm like, where was the security camera? He's like, oh, I didn't get one yet. And I'm like, you were supposed to get it before she comes. Like, you don't get it after, like you get it before, because these shits can be very demonic and evil. You have to get it before. And stop just thinking about ladies too. Think about just in general, like if a cleaner comes by. I've had Airbnb people, like people that are like the host of my Airbnb, they have walked through my apartment, and at some point I think that they even tried to like get into my suitcase and stuff like that. Cause I'm like, why were they in that room for so long? And I had it recorded, and I was able to like share with Airbnb and say, hey, there's something weird happened right here. Even this situation I was in. Look at the recent situation I was in, y'all. When those three dudes, you guys know that situation with the three guys that came to my apartment at night while I was sleeping, and I woke up because I heard one of the chairs move because I'm a light sleeper. And yeah, boom, just right after that, I immediately got on that. So yeah, man, yeah, so security cameras can help y'all.
Because a lot of y'all are stupid. Well, let me not say that. A lot of y'all are mentally ill. The amount of people that I have encountered that have hung around me and didn't like me is insane. I'm gonna give you guys a story. I remember the gym that I would go to, that I used to go to. There was a guy that was there that was always looking at me, kind of just like,
Oh shoot, my bad, y'all. Here we go.
Jira is now for all.
He was another American guy. Well, one of the guys there said, hey, that guy, he moved out here, he relocated and got a wife and got married. And he said he came from watching your videos. Then, like, if you relocated to a whole nother continent, why the hell would you? Because of my content is what you told someone else, and then another person told me. Why would you be side-eyeing me? Like, what if you actively engage with something or someone or somewhere that I don't like? Like, I didn't enjoy being in some places in South America. I also only went there one time. So I'm just wondering if I would have, because of my guard, I've been vulnerable a lot. I mean, especially when I started drinking. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop either. But I'm just saying.
Why would you? What? Oh my God. Like, why would you say that? Like, what? So you're vulnerable when you drink and you're saying you're not going to stop drinking? Like, why would you even say? Guys, I'm getting tired, man. I'm not going to lie. This was a good video, man. I appreciate y'all for all calling in. I appreciate all the super chats and stuff. This is enough. And I think the good thing to conclude on this is that, I don't hate brother Austin, man. The dude's a melanated brother at the end of the day. I wish the best for all my melanated brothers. That goes for Indians. That goes for Filipinos. That goes for everybody melanated. I wish for the best because we're always pushed down to the lowest, but just because we're at the lowest doesn't mean we have to scam each other or anything like that. I'm not saying that, Austin Holleman scam or nothing. I'm just saying that that's what we do see a lot of, unfortunately, melanated people get into because there's not that much opportunity to make good money like that. To just get a couple $1,000s like that, that's a blessing. I say that, the best thing we can do is just wish for the best for the brother. And that's all I can say, man. As for me and Austin's relation, is like, yeah, it's kind of just trended downwards, man. That's just simply because the brother unfortunately doesn't know how to communicate better, and he doesn't know how to respect another man. You literally reached out to me multiple times. Not that I'm trying to make these videos about you, brother. You're reaching out to me at this point in time. So I'm like, bruh, every time you reach out, I'm like, okay, boom, let me go live about it. You ain't trying to do the content, or you're not trying to talk or nothing like that. Because at first it was going to be one-on-one. Then I waited. I'm like, okay, you're not trying to do that. Let's put it on video. He's wait and still not responding. I said, okay, then didn't want to do that. So let's go ahead and do this. Like, you don't want to do that? Boom, done. Then I say, I'm done. Wipe my hands clean. Then he go ahead and hit me up again just to, like, I guess, ghost me again. I'm like, bro, what's even the point? What's even the point, bro? Because, I was rooting for this brother, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still rooting for the brother because he's melanated. But, it's just like, man, But I just feel like the Austin that we was cool, the one that I was cool with at first wasn't acting like this. That's all I can really say, man. I'm getting too tired, y'all. I'm so sleepy. And what's crazy is I'm not even about to go to sleep after this. I'm about to go ahead and probably eat some food and then wake up. Maybe watch a little show. Sometimes I watch action shows and put on loud volume to like wake me up just for like 5 minutes real quick. Just and I'm like, oh shoot. Then back to work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, until next time, man, stay raw, stay real. You already know the deal. Check out my Patreon, man. And until next time, man, we gone. Holla.
More content on the Patreon and YouTube memberships. Not only content like this, but content like this, and this for less than a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. Come on, y'all. As well as group chat access, masterclass access, and so much more, even consultations. For the most raw and juicy content, check out the Patreon today with over 60+ members. Join the tribe. Holla.